Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Moretz Sports Complex here. It's a beautiful, crisp 70 degrees outside here in Hickory, North Carolina. We're excited for today's doubleheader between the visiting Catawba Indians and your Lenoir-Rhyne Bears. Madikali Ande, joined by Jenna Beauregard here today in the booth. We have an exciting matchup here today. The men's team will play first at 5, then the women's team will play at 7:30. Should be an exciting day for soccer.
It's been a while since I've done anything with soccer, so it's nice to get out of the world of compliance and be back out here. Played in college, coached a little bit in college, so looking forward to commentating on these ones today.
Yeah, it should be a really exciting one. I mean, this Catawba team is one that Lenoir-Rhyne knows very, very, very well. Catawba has lost the last 5 straight matches against Lenoir-Rhyne in the men's matchup here. Catawba coming in at 0-1 on the season. Their one game of the season was a tie with Coker in double OT, which they drew 0-0. Should be an exciting one. Lenoir-Rhyne, they're stunning a 1-0-1 record as they were able to beat Coker and then tie with Wingate 2-2 and double OT there at Wingate's place, but they're here today ready to get rolling. They're finally here at home. They had a one-time scrimmage against Lincoln Memorial earlier in the season that did not count as they're in pod play, as everyone knows. Their pod is Coker, Wingate, and Catawba. So they're looking to get started here today and be in front of the home faithful. Jenna, what's it like in your career or just seeing it? What's it like playing at home in front of friends and family?
Home, it's different. This is the field you practice on. It's the field you know by heart. These are the fans that you get to play in front of. It's the feeling you want, and hopefully we can start off well here and just get this win. That'd be amazing to add another win to our pod, setting so far.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one. It's a great weather for this contest here today. Like I said, 70 degrees here in Hickory, North Carolina. It's finally great to see the sun out, warm weather. This is the prime opportunity here for soccer here on the pitch. Like I said, this is a really good matchup. LR has won the last 5 straight against Catawba, but before that it's been 15-15-3 overall in this matchup in conference play. And then some key players to look at for both sides. First, for the Indians, you got to look at the man in goal, Gianluca Tomasi. He has the highest save percentage in the SAC currently right now at 1,000. He has saved every shot he's come up against, and he has 8 saves on the season. And then number 14, Ben Bielby, named preseason second team for this Catawba Indians team. This is a team that kind of likes to pack in tight defensively, so look for him to be the main man in the middle in the midfield. And then for Lenoir-Rhyne, it goes through number 10, Victor Cascon. Tied for first in the SAC conference in goals with 3. And then Juan Basabe tied for second in saves with 10 saves on the season. Coming in strong, the transfer looking really good in goal. And then Jaime Poza tied for first in assists with 2. So this is a team that can really get it going offensively. And, talking to Coach Winter, he really stressed how this year's team has had a lot of time, to kind of grow chemistry, and as well as from top to bottom, he feels like this is one of his strongest teams he's ever had.
I always like watching Carlos, too. I think when he plays, I don't know how he does it, but the ball is just glued to his foot. I don't understand how he'll get triple teamed at times, and he'll still be able to just dribble out of it.
Yeah, he's a maestro in the midfield, one of the captains of this team, him and Victor Cascal. You point out a great point right there about Carles. It just seems like the ball just sticks to him throughout the whole time, and it's really cool to see that, especially, Carlos not tall in stature, but he gets up with a lot of people in this conference, especially in the midfield, especially in the balls in the air. Look for him to get going for LR. So we're about a little under 3.5 minutes here until opening kickoff here in the middle in Moretz Sports Complex. We're getting ready. Anything you want to see today from the boys, Jenna?
Just connecting passes. So possession's huge in this game. If you possess the ball, you're likely going to come out on top. So just let's get a lot of shots on goal here and just connect and possess the ball. That'd be so great to see. Just some nice, pretty soccer today.
Yeah, I'm really stoked. The boys seem really ready, talking to Danny Fernandez earlier. He's really stoked to be able to play here at home. This is his first season here with the Bears. Excited for his family to watch him out in Spain, home from Spain. So looking forward to that one. Danny Fernandez, Player of the Week, Defensive Player of the Week. Victor Cascolo, Offensive Player of the Week. So the Bears are kind of hitting their stride, so to say, but they got to keep building forward, and they're ready to go today.
I agree. I work compliance. That's my other side job when I'm not commentating. Jack brought in a lot of new players last year and this year, so this team has just been really connecting. It's a lot of new guys out here. So I almost think it's a weird, good season to have this, where you can get a kind of free season to connect, where you're still competing for a championship, obviously, but you also get a little bit more time to connect with these guys. So hopefully they can take full advantage of it, and we can come out even stronger in the fall of next year.
Yeah, excited for this one, as we're going to get the starters here for you today. First for the visiting Catawba Indians. And have, starting in goal, Gianluca Tomasi. Then Jaime Serrano. And then Carson Talboys. Then Andrew Twalmy. Then Zach White. As well as Keenan Tuck. Simona Trenton. Ben Bielby. Joseph Allerton. Tom Savagar. And then Gage Bernard. The Indians are coached by Ken Hassler and assisted by Mike Pryor and Armando Pacheco. And now for your Lenoir-Rhyne Bears starting lineup. In goal for the Bears is number 1, Juan Basabe. At defender, number 14, Diego Delgado. At defender, number 13, Danny Fernandez. At defender, number 6, Oliver Gardner. And the back line as well, we have Benny Janizer, David Zui, Carlos Montoya Lobo, Victor Cascon, Jaime DeManuel, Noah Tiefel, and Jaime Pozo. Said under a minute here until opening kickoff. Should be a really fun match here on the pitch. The boys are back here in Moretz Sports Complex. Let's get it rolling. Once again, we're back here on Bear Sports Network, presented by NBA Roofing. Thanks for tuning in here today as you're about to watch Game 1 of our doubleheader, Lenoir-Rhyne Men's Soccer versus the Catawba Indians. Once again, I'm Adekale Ande, joined by Jenna Beauregard here on the call, and we're about to get things rolling.
A little bit of a wind tonight, but shouldn't be a factor. It's not too bad. Like I said, it's a beautiful night tonight. This is ideal soccer weather right here.
time to introduce the starting lineups for each squad.
We're awaiting the starting lineups here from Samuel Fisher over there on the other side.
Number 5, Carson Tallboy.
Looks like both lineups kind of in almost a 5-3-2. They're pushing up on the outside backs, trying to get them in the fold to attack early on. You see Zui here on the near side and Benny G. Nizer on the opposite side for Lenoir-Rhyne.
And at goalkeeper, number 0, Gianluca Tomasi. Now for the home team, starting off your Lenoir-Rhyne Bears. Number 2, Benny G. Nizer. Number 3, David Zui. Number 6, Oliver Gardner. Number 7, Jaime Poza. Number 10, Victor Cascon. Number 11, Noah Tiful. Number 13, Danny Fernandez. Number 14, Diego Delgado. Number 16, Jaime De Manuel. And number 24, Carlos Montolia Lobo. And at goalkeeper, number 1, Juan Basabi. The Bears are coached by Jack Winter, Josh Alderson, and Carlos Rubio.
So we're about to begin. Once again, thanks for tuning in. We'd love to see the BSC packed out, but for COVID protocols, we got to keep it to a certain number.
Still got a nice little attendance here. I love the fact that our athletes are always supporting each other, so I see a few other sports out here.
Yeah, it's great to see the BSC and the Bears supporting Bears out here today as we're looking for that first true possession here in this matchup.
Yeah, this is kind of the awkward part where it's a little bit of a juggle around. All right, it looks like the Bears are going to start off with the first true possession.
Here we go. Let's see what the Bears can do. And this is a team that typically does like to play out of the back, but they have someone like David Zui and Benny G. Nizer who are willing to run there on that back line and push the tempo. It's Fernandez surveying. Good switch outside to Jaime DeManuel.
Looks like they're just building right here, looking to see where they can truly get into that attack.
And then this Catawba men's team, that back line, they're playing 5 deep back there. They like to kind of pinch off the lanes. And so let's see if Lenoir-Rhyne can kind of open up some holes.
Yeah, right now they do definitely look like they're playing very tight, very structured at the moment. So definitely got to get some good switches going and open that up.
Yeah, you can see how deep Gardner's playing, usually the center back there for LR. And Basabi is way past his line, looking to support. And I think, like you said, this is a good point right here for Lenoir-Rhyne. Kind of just playing chess, setting out your first move, trying to see what the defense gives you.
And that's never a bad thing. Like I said, possession's what you want. You'd rather have possession than be giving up the ball and playing a game of kickball. You want it to be nice, pretty, ping, ping, ping soccer. That's what you like to see. So take your time, look for that opening, find it, pursue it.
Still working the ball around. LR has done a great job of keeping possession here in this early onset. Gardner, wow, with the ball. Looking for Zui.
It's unlucky.
Yeah, just the right idea, but now we get a chance to see Lenoir-Rhyne put some pressure here. Let's see if they can force a turnover. It's been a minute, Jenna, since I've heard the BSC make that chant. It's a great thing to be able to have some kind of student section here to support Lenoir-Rhyne.
Yeah, that group's amazing. They will travel as well, as we've seen. So just a great group to have.
And now the Indians are looking to push the ball forward. Now ball down the left sideline, and that will go out of bounds for Lenoir-Rhyne. Let's see what they can do here. And I was talking to Jaime Poza. He said if he scores today, he's got something special for us for a celebration. So
I would love to see that, whatever it is.
Let's see if number 7 here can score. The nice
There's
pass.
First big switch. What a touch.
That is pretty. Up ahead to Poza. He's in the spot. And that one will be ushered out of bounds.
Lenoir-Rhyne throw in.
And now we have an injured player on the pitch. Looks like it's Carson Talboys. Let's hope he's all right. Excuse me, that's Jaime Serrano, number 4, down on the pitch.
That was a great switch, great long ball switch, great first touch by Zui. It's exactly what you want.
Yeah, that was a pretty pass by Delgado coming up, able to switch it. Now you got an opportunity here, maybe a service into the box. It's a battle. Victor Cascon able to
He did well to win that back right there. Keep possession.
just usher out the defender. And that's one of the things Coach Winter talked about. This team is just mentally and physically stronger than last year's team with all the time they've had to train. Tiefel plays the ball in. Bears looking to control.
Good. It's not on. Send it back. Regroup.
Now DeManuel surveying here for the Bears. Out wide, you see G. Nizer there on the far sideline. And I think that's one of the best things about soccer, Jenna, is if you don't have it right away, you don't necessarily have to rush anything.
You definitely don't. And that's what young players don't understand often, is that it doesn't need to be score, forward. It's not a bad thing to go back and regroup and rebuild.
And a shot.
Oh.
Ooh. Poza, don't do that to us. If he had connected with that ball.
That would have been nasty.
Very cool there for Jaime Poza on the bike attempt. But nevertheless, it's going to be a goal kick here for the Indians.
This is good so far, though. We are definitely staying on the attack. I think the ball has been in our attacking third the entire time so far. So if we can keep that up and just keep connecting, keep creating opportunities, this is a good start for the Bears so far.
Yeah, they're looking really good. I mean, just putting pressure, and they're not allowing the Indians to take them out of their games. Cascon looking to step in the fray.
Ooh, that's a dangerous ball.
Poza's there. Takes a touch. Now Cascon going to his right foot. Fires. And that's a goal for the Bears.
Wow.
Welcome back. And who else but number 10, Victor Cascon.
You know, that's the exact ball that you want to take advantage of. You put Catawba into a situation where they feel like they're stuck. They have a cruddy touch trying to get it out. They play it right into you, and you're in their box. You take advantage of that, and there's our first goal.
As we show you a replay, Jenna pointed it out. I mean, took advantage of the early pressure. Poza able to get the ball back, lays it off to his running mate and Cascon. And there's a reason why Cascon is top 5 all time in goals for Lenoir-Rhyne.
I'm going to guess he's a natural righty. That's just one of the best feelings in soccer, when you're able to just slice the ball into your right foot, when you're, dominant right foot and just find the back of the net.
The captain for Lenoir-Rhyne puts them up 1-0 here in Moret Sports Complex.
And the Bears are already putting the pressure on again right now. They're doing a great job of that, just really containing the ball.
Like you said, they're really getting after it. It's the tenacity of this team here today, and they're really wanting to let Catawba know that you're not going to be able to win one easily here on our pitch.
I remember when I was a kid, our coach always used to tell us, pretend it's a jar and you're putting a lid on a jar, and that's exactly what, Lenoir-Rhyne is doing right now. Is they're doing a great job of just keeping this ball. Like I said, it's in our own attacking third right now.
And it seems like Lenoir-Rhyne is in just full go mode, 100% just confident with the ball. And that's one thing when you're up, is to play confident.
Great run, great ball. See if we can get some numbers up in the box.
Tiefel with the right idea, trying to find Zui, just the ball a little too high on the service.
Well on Cascon, though, to keep it in. And once again, already we're back on the attack.
See G. Nizer there on the far sideline. And it's a huge difference maker to be up 1-0, but to even put it up 2-0, that's a whole nother ball game. And Lenoir-Rhyne's looking to capitalize here and attack.
I wonder if some of Jack Winter's game plan coming into this was just building out of the back and creating opportunities, just a lot of attacking practices.
Yeah, I mean, he said he's been working his Montoya Lobo.
Side note, there's what Carles does that I just talk about all the time, is just the ball is glued to his foot. He seems to be able to just wiggle his way out of anything and everything.
Yeah, he is attached to the ball. Like I was saying, Coach Winter said they've been really working on creating chances, and Carlos is kind of drawing up some, as you see Cascon with a beautiful turn there. Carlos Rubio has been able to draw up some really tactical things. The ball played in, right to Poza. Poza fires a rocket and saved there by Tomasi. And we were just so close. Poza wants that one back. Good 1-2.
Nice little wall pass there.
Tiefels up in the area, and that
good ball
will be
in, and we've earned a corner out of that.
A corner kick there for Lenoir-Rhyne. Now, Jen, what are you drawing up here on your corner?
Numbers in the box. I just feel like we have such a confidence about us right now and such a swagger level that's so high. Numbers in the box, get ahead on it. We're dominating. So if we can continue to just, put this Catawba team, just kind of bear them down, we're going to bear them down. Do you like that pun? Then we're just we're going to keep going with it. So numbers in the box. Let's get ahead on it, boys.
As you see, Poza going to play this one in. A lot of Bears crowded around the 6. Ball's played in. It's tight. And
there's that head I was talking about. Just a little bit unlucky.
And Fernandez able to get a touch on it as that one goes out of bounds.
It's one of those ones when it's at the front post like that, you just want it to literally just graze your head so you can just redirect it the smallest bit. It's just unlucky touch right there.
And a turnover there by Tomasi. Jenna, you called it. The pressure here from the Bears has just been stifling.
Like I said, confidence level seems high right now, but you want to make sure you're keeping it high. There's never a time in soccer where you want to get complacent. The thing with this game is that goals can take so long, but they can also happen so quickly, as we saw with the Wingate game, for example. So you got to keep your confidence level high. You have to stay on the attack. You cannot let your guard down at all in this game.
Exactly. In the game of soccer, that's why I love it so much. Nothing is out of hand. Always room for a comeback.
It's a great ball.
And Zui almost able to win a corner.
Let's see. Looks like the assistant referee is flagging it down for a corner kick.
So once again, Poza will have the responsibility of playing this one in for Lenoir-Rhyne.
Same thing again. It looks like this time a couple more guys at the top of the box. We might see a few more runs this time.
Yeah, I'm looking for something kind of far post. I'm hoping that it's a ricochet and, someone's just there to clean things up for Lenoir-Rhyne. Let's see what Tomasi kind of barks out here for his defense. Got a couple around the 6. Ball's up.
There's that far post that you wanted. Just a little too high there.
Yeah, just a tad bit over the top. Bears looking to put pressure. As you see, the first real look there for the Indians to kind of advance the ball and met with 4 or 5 white shirts.
It's insane how quickly they just contained that and just added the pressure back on. They're not letting the counterattack happen this game, it's great. It's what you want to see from Lenoir-Rhyne for sure.
Once again, if you're just tuning in, your score is Lenoir-Rhyne 1, Catawba 0 here on Bear Sports Network, presented by NBA Roofing. Lenoir-Rhyne has just been dominant here in the opening about 12 minutes of action.
There's a lot of build-up from the back. When it's not on, they drop it back, they let it rebuild, they regroup. It's working so far, so we should just keep that going.
As you see, Gardner, once again, Lenoir-Rhyne full confidence mode, as Janet pointed out. A good ball outside by Fernandez. G. Nizer looking to settle. And once again, Lenoir-Rhyne, you don't have to force it. Just
swinging it through the back, yeah.
Demanuel on the ball. Casco. And, that looked like a handball. The referee might say that was
unintentional, maybe.
Ball to hand. We're going to let that one play. Casco turning, dealing.
That was great possession right there by Casco.
And
we're going to play on to the referee.
Contact in the box. Tiefel looking to play a ball across.
Or in the corner.
So another opportunity here for Lenoir-Rhyne to score. Poza once again to play the service on the opposite side.
What do you think? Near post, far post?
I'm looking for something really close to the 6. I'm looking for something far post. And Gardner puts it up and over. Yeah, I would love to see next corner from Lenoir-Rhyne. Honestly, try to find something out towards the 18, maybe settle it down. And I think I'm just saying this is a smaller keeper for the Catawba Indians.
He does look a bit smaller, yeah.
So if there's some blocks in his vision, he might have trouble finding something from outside.
For sure. I think that was our fourth corner kick of the game or so.
Yes.
Earned a couple of those so far.
And Tomasi plays the ball out wide, probably not to the liking there of number 14, Ben Bialbi.
And here again is that just high pressure from the Bears.
Now going wide in the middle. Fernandez settling. And Fernandez, a very strong guy on that back line, able to shield.
And swinging it back around just to keep that possession again. Our defense is doing a great job of just changing the point of attack right now.
It's Casco.
Unlucky ball. Let's see how quickly Lenoir-Rhyne can pressure this and hopefully get possession back.
I think it's one thing they even marvel at. Your captain, Casco, usually a forward here for Lenoir-Rhyne, kind of that attacking mid. He loves to come back and play defense.
If you have the endurance for it, then you know what? You go all day. You be that box-to-box player that coaches love to get. It's great when you have a player that's willing to, do the work and get back. It helps the team dynamic as well when you know that you have a forward that's going to get back on and help out on D.
I was about to say Fernandez with another dime. Just ran out of real estate there, Zui on the near sideline. So 15 minutes have gone by here. First half, 1-0, Lenoir-Rhyne up. Poza with the ball now. And this Indians team, they just look maybe a little shook, a little rattled here to begin. And they're playing right into Lenoir-Rhyne's kind of matchup and game.
Yeah, no, the Bears definitely came out with an attacking mode, and Catawba still looks like they haven't really found their oomph yet, I guess you could say. They haven't been connecting like I talked about earlier and having that possession. If we had, FIFA stats right now, I'd love to see what the possession is. I think that we might be at like 90% even.
Yeah, it's been a very heavy possession game here for Lenoir-Rhyne. Good, 1-2. I think that even the worst part is the Indians are so tight there. As you see some pressure now from Bialbi and fouling Gardner. But like I said, they're so tight there. They're so just willing to kind of settle and watch the play, just go back and forth. The ball just go the full width of the field.
Yeah. And it's so frustrating when you're on that side of the team and you're just getting the ball pinged around you. So, again, good for Lenoir-Rhyne to be in their mental game right now, because when you're on that side of the ball and you're just getting the ball passed around you, it makes for a very long game.
Montoya Lobo with the ball. He's going to wheel and deal. Good switch outside.
Great distribution right there.
Delgado into Poza. Back to Casco. Poza out wide. Bears an opportunity to attack, and
it's an unlucky ball right there. Just
Yeah.
miscommunication.
Just looked like G. Niger wasn't expecting the pass. A little flat-footed there. So a goal kick here for Tomasi. And if you're Tomasi, you're telling your teammates, hey, I've been under fire all game. Let's kind of
Yeah, he's telling me. He's saying
advance
push
the
up
ball.
right now, guys. I'd probably just want to kick the heck out of this one. He's going to make it a 50-50 ball and just see who wins it. But, yeah, he's definitely ready for it to be out of his area.
And it's tough, and especially for Tomasi there to just be on high alert every second. And Juan Basabi has been the coolest guy on the pitch here today, just casually chilling.
First touch of the game, and a nice little switch. Relieve the pressure from himself, and the Bears are back on the attack.
It's Gardner pushing, the center back. for Lenoir-Rhyne. Ball gets taken away from DeManuel. First real mistake here for LR. Let's see how they battle back.
Well done to quickly stop that counterattack. Let's see how Carles distributes it out here.
And Bears have numbers if they want to run on that far sideline. Looks like they're going to do it. Cascal making his run. Cuts it back inside.
He's got a couple players in the box already.
Montoya Lobo, a high touch. It
Ooh,
looked like a handball.
That looked like a handball. That one I'm surprised to see get away with.
Right in front of the referee there in the center. May have had a couple of his long hairs in front of his eyes.
But alas, we play on.
You can't harp at every call that's missed.
If you stay on what the referee missed, then you're going to lose this confidence level that you have right now. So they just need to keep playing, keep going, roll with the punches.
DeManuel. Working it outside again, Delgado with some room. Delgado surveying, lays it off for Genizer. Takes a heavy touch. Can't bring it back in though. So that one trickles down the goal line and picked up by Tomasi.
This time it looks like he's going to play out of the back.
And some dangerous waters here on the defensive third for the Indians.
See, this is where Catawba's struggling. Is like they're getting numbers up, but it looks like their midfield and some of their defenders are just slow getting up right now. So they're not able to attack the same way that the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears are.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like that next level there for the Indians is there. They've been really good since conceding the goal. They've been really tight there on that back line. Not necessarily a park the bus strategy, but they are definitely not advancing the ball. So the BSC back into the fray with antics.
If you've never been to a Lenoir-Rhyne Bears soccer game, coming to a game just to listen to their chants is worth it.
It's very different. They're a very high energy team. Usually a mixture of the tennis team and a lot of the other athletes here like to get amped up here for the Bears. So as we're approaching almost halfway here in this first half, Lenoir-Rhyne is still up 1-0 over the Catawba Indians.
If you just watch how Lenoir-Rhyne's shifting right now, just defensively, they're working as just one unit. They're doing such a great job of just as a team moving and defending right now.
Yeah, they're definitely working as a well-oiled unit.
It's pretty to watch. They're just in sync.
Now it's left to the Indians to kind of make an adjustment. And it's, one of those things in soccer that kind of stinks, but it's one of those things that allows players to grow is that you don't have timeouts. You just have to figure it out yourself there on the pitch and make the adjustments.
Yeah, I love that. I remember my first soccer game ever. I felt like a chicken with my head cut off, but eventually you get to it and you understand it and you learn to make those adjustments, and it helps mature you as a player.
Yeah, there's a lot of growth on the pitch here for each player as they're going through. Wasabi getting in the fold. And that's a pretty ball if it goes through.
It's a big touch right there. Let's see what Carlos does right here. Looks like he got wrapped up a little bit. Ref missed that one. Not going to call it. And again, we play on.
There's an opportunity there for the Indians. Missed. A lot of contact.
And the ref called that one.
Finally, you hear referee point the other way. Some talking there. Boys got to be careful not to let anything slip,
This is where you don't want to lose control of that confidence level you have, like we talked about at the beginning. There haven't been quite as many opportunities for the Bears in the past few minutes, so hopefully we can get that possession back and get those attacks happening again.
Delgado, heavy touch on the header. Not his fault. Does a tough pass over the top.
All right, this is where you need to shift, boys.
21-30 remaining here in this first half. Bears have kind of dropped that pressure just a little bit, pushing it more towards the midfield. And a deep ball put up, and it's going to be offside.
He's got a yard off. He knows it. He's frustrated, but you got to get back into it.
That's Simona Trenton there for the Indians. And it's one of my favorite things, watching soccer is the theatrics of every player. Call doesn't go their way, they're going to put their hands up in complete shock and disbelief.
I think that's just a soccer thing.
Cat's call.
See all the professionals do it, so we do it ourselves.
Zui in the box, making a man miss. Curling one, Poza looking to put his head on it, just a little bit past. And he's knocking on the door. I'm super stoked for him, ready to see that celebration. He's been working hard all day here on the pitch. So they're working it around across that back line. Andrew Twalmy. Tall boys. Once again, pressure from Tiefel. He has just been hounding the Indians, able to get the deflection. Bears looking to run.
And look at the numbers we have. This is what I'm talking about. Is our Bears, they're getting up. When we get the ball like that, we're getting numbers up.
And Poza's fouled right on the 6. And
the ref seems to be saying no.
Referee shaking the head right there. Felt like Poza did have an opportunity at the ball, but it's so tough with the keeper, 50-50. And I'd say usually 60-40
Most of the time,
it goes to the keeper.
It's always going to go to the keeper, yeah.
He's going to throw the X up and check on Poza. And Poza is vividly upset, as you can hear him saying, "Are you serious?"
This is where you want it. Carlos is the captain. You got to grab your player. Didn't go your way. Hold him back. Get back into the game. There's still a lot of game to go. The ref's not going to give it to you. He hasn't given it to you at this point.
Jaime a little animated, and you called it. Carlos is telling Jaime to settle down. We're going to get it back. We're still up. We're still grinding.
And that's a sign of a great captain right there, is just helping your players to keep their composure in a situation like that.
And you feel for him, especially when who's to say he doesn't score there if he's not clipped?
Oh, 100%. But that's the game of soccer. If you don't get the call, you just have to keep playing. It's the game of any sport. If you don't get the call, you got to keep playing.
Exactly. And Carles going down there. Let's hope he's all right. Looks like he got clipped on his foot.
It looks like he's shaking it off. Hopefully he can get back up.
Poza out wide to Jaime DeManuel. DeManuel cuts it back. Working around Casco. Once again, could not ask for more ideal weather here today. I'm a big preference of an overcast day as opposed to beating down sun, especially when you're watching soccer.
Watching, playing. It's that weather that keeps you cool but also gives you a nice sweat as you're going. So warms you up well. It's not going to kill you if you happen to get hit with the ball. So this is what you're looking for.
And G. Nizer looking to make a move, make a man miss, 1v1.
Ooh.
A pretty move. DeManuel.
Oh, There's, again, that close call with the handball.
Yeah, it's been close all day, but to no avail. Some more antics there from the BSC. Nice pass there from Zui to kind of open up the field.
See what the Bears can build here.
Yeah, they are just sitting down on the defensive third. They're giving anyone for LR room to run 10, 15 yards before being marked.
Looks for the switch. It's not on.
Gardner trying to open it up, and once again, like we talked about, Cascal is the one that kind of makes the engine move, the engine go for this team. Look at him backtrack to the
man
back
is
line.
all over the field.
Yeah. After the match, we got to check to see what the mileage is on Cascal. It's been everywhere here on the pitch. Gardner.
All right, here we go. Let's get some numbers in.
Zui. Megs the defender.
I'm not sure what they're... I guess it was offsides, maybe?
They're going to call it Zui on the offsides. Just disbelief. So I dropped my mouth, if you could see through my mask here. Felt like Zui was well onside, but, that's why I don't get paid to be the AR. A opportunity there for the Indians. So that one is squandered. Like I said, we're just waiting here for the Catawba to show us who they really are in this matchup. It's been the Bears that have kind of imposed their will all throughout this first half. Fernandez. Once again, trying to drop a dime there from the back line. Poza.
Oh, missed tackle.
Tough missed tackle. Great move there on the outside.
Looks like we're going to have our first sub of the game.
Get a weight confirmation of that one.
Now entering for Catawba, number 19, Ryan Morrow.
Looks like Ryan Morrow, number 19, has checked in the game. He's going to take out number 11, Simona Trenton. Maybe he'll ask for a little bit more firepower there on the front line. Nice ball put up over the top. Zui looking to put pressure. Good clearance there by Tomasi.
But 50-50 ball, won by the Bears. Let's see what Carlos does. Carlos is just so great at just receiving the ball, getting rid of the ball, and just keeping it moving.
Yeah. Carla is one of the captains of this team. Playing excellent soccer here for the Bears. Him and Victor Cascal.
It's one thing when you can switch it out of your defense, but it's a whole nother when you can use your midfield to switch the point of attack. Ooh.
Ball played in by Zui. Just no one there on the other end. He knows.
I'm not sure if that was a cross or shot. A bit ambitious if it was a shot, but, I mean, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, so why not?
Why not go for it there for David Zui? And this is a guy who has excellent services for the Bears with that left boot of his. You go pressure there by Tiefel.
I mean, the ball's inside the 18, and the Bears are making it difficult to switch the ball. That's, again, just pretty soccer.
And they win another possession there on that far sideline. And, I mean, just talk about as a defender, what are they going through right now? They're going through a lot of a team's worst nightmares, just having the ball inside your box.
Yeah, I mean, and the Bears, when the ball's in that attacking third, they're doing a pretty good job of switching it up a lot. So you just have to keep your head in a swivel when you're a defender like that and just try and communicate with your other players to watch those runs that are coming in The Bears are making it really difficult right now. Yeah, definitely your worst nightmare as a defender. You're getting a lot of miles in this game, that's for sure.
Yeah. This is one of those things where you can't really blame it on anyone except you guys are working very hard. Is you just gotta try to push forward and keep it out of your box, and it's easier said than done.
Plus, this home field advantage definitely helps. We've built a nice little crowd. Obviously, COVID safe, but a nice little crowd here at Lenoir-Rhyne.
Ball played outside, finally an opportunity, but Delgado is there to clean things up, and
Heads up on the bench, look alive.
it will be a throw in there for the Catawba Indians. So, if you're just tuning in, thanks for watching. Here on Bear Sports Network, presented by NBA Roofing, you're watching Lenoir-Rhyne men's soccer, and they're up 1-0 over the Catawba Indians.
I think this is the first time the ball has come out to the right side for Catawba all night.
Yeah,
They have not been utilizing the sidelines at all.
yeah,
Maybe
it's been packed.
might have been part of their game plan to try and go through the middle, but the few attacks we've seen, I mean, they haven't utilized the sidelines whatsoever.
And this is honestly one of the best possessions for Catawba. They've been able to kind of form a good chain of passes. It's a nice move by BLB. Now the Indians are looking to have their first real chance in the attacking third.
Force the ball back to the keeper there. And again, you just see Lenoir-Rhyne just grouping, getting together.
It's good pressure there by DeManuel.
It's great pressure. Again, forcing it back to the keeper.
Yeah, DeManuel willing to, he wants all the smoke right there on the far sideline, facing a defender twice his size.
It's like Leo Messi, right?
Yeah.
That guy's short as anything, but he's one of the best we've ever seen.
Yeah, just keeps the ball on the string. And Poza trying to impose his will there for the Bears. Defensively marking. Look at the pressure there by number 7, not giving up.
Oof.
And now Tiefel, a dangerous ball.
From our angle, it looked like he almost could have gotten a touch on that and just chipped one right over the keeper.
Might have been just a couple.
Probably.
yards.
Again, our angle.
Yeah.
It looks really nice, but for him, it's like, no, guys, I couldn't have done that.
Tiefel's working. The Bears have just been absolutely brutal and stifling, leaving the Catawba Indians with no air there on the defensive third. Now a nice chain of passes here for the Indians as they look to move forward. Working down the far sideline and leaving his feet as G. Nizer forced the throw in for Catawba.
This is one of the first few times that Catawba's been able to really set within our defensive third, so let's see how they handle this.
And they will be awarded
Nothing.
nothing.
I thought it looked like a corner too.
Entering for the Bears, number 8, Andres Ruiz.
As we see Andres Ruiz enter the game for the Bears. Coming in for Noah Tiefel. Like I said, that was just tough to tell. The AR didn't put up his flag.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for it. So we're under 9 minutes left to play here in this first half. Basabi, haven't called his name a lot here today. It's just been a testament to the attacking unit of Lenoir-Rhyne has put pressure.
I feel like a goalkeeper either doesn't want to touch the ball at all the whole game, and that's a nice game for him, or they want to make some game with these incredible saves the whole time and still get a shutout. So I don't think that Juan is too upset that he's able to just kind of ride it out tonight so far. Hopefully it stays that way.
Ooh. Posa's there. Now Ruiz
Wow,
fires.
there you go.
And that will be another goal. Make it 2-0 Lenoir-Rhyne. Andre Ruiz, quick work, in for about 40 seconds and scores.
Yeah, and you just see, Catawba's goalkeeper is very upset there. Obviously, that's a poor ball through. And just the interception and then the touch to clean it up, put it away.
As we show you that replay there from that last goal, and it all started with number 7, stepping in that passing lane, deflecting it, and then Ruiz. Nothing easier for you to do right there than to put it back into the net.
And it was great placement,
Mm-hmm.
So to keep some players, for some reason, get so anxious when they have an opportunity like that. But he found the back of the net. That's what you want to see.
So just like that, it's a completely different match here for Lenoir-Rhyne and the Catawba Indians. 2-0 Lenoir-Rhyne.
And a goal like that where it's just a poor ball that gets intercepted, that's going to continue to just be an opportunity for the Bears to get into the head of the Indians right here.
And, they're physically frustrated as Ruiz, a fresh sub onto the pitch, comes in and his first touch is a goal. There's Cascal once again putting pressure. And Fernandez, calm, cool, and collected, clears that one for the Bears.
And look at this tight pressure right here. 3 players. I mean, he was able to get it out, don't get me wrong, but 3 players just containing him right there.
Yeah, and if you've ever seen kind of in the NBA when, multiple players stand up at the same time or they'll move in one step, that's what that looked like there for the Bears. Just everyone and just working in one
unit,
one machine. It's just beautiful to see.
And again, the Bears quickly winning possession back.
Out wide to Zui.
Zui's got time there to look up, see if it's on. If it's not on, he's going to play it back, and we're going to rebuild.
Which is the complete opposite there for the outside backs of the Indians. They've had no time at all.
They have no time, exactly. Our players look like a Tom Brady in the pocket. I think you'll like that one. So much time, right?
They got a lot of time there. It's one of those things where if you're the Bears, you got to utilize that time, and now you see some pressure. And I think Catawba just a little frustrated there. They want to make something known, and that is just a clearance and a great catch there from Josh Wise from the track team. Able to snag that ball.
Little mid-game entertainment for you.
You got to love to see it. The Bears athletes, they're built different.
All right, we're right at almost 6 minutes to play here in the half. Would love to see the Bears be able to get away with another one before halftime. I've always heard that the most dangerous lead in soccer is 2-0, so let's add one more.
Yeah, and they know firsthand, especially at Wingate, when it ended a 2-2 draw. Now Zui looking to make something happen. A great ball inside, curling. G-Nizer plays it back across. Dangerous ball in the 18. Montoya Lobo ends up with it.
Collects it. Let's see what we've got again.
Ruiz in the fray inside. Carles.
Oh, unlucky touch there. He knows it.
Mishandle, but Gardner is there to help him out. A nice
Gardner stays in the
go.
attack.
Gardner back across. Oh. It's bouncing.
It's still up. It's still up.
Cascone settles. Lays it back to Ruiz. D'Emanuel left-footed strike. And
unlucky.
A deep one goes out of bounds for a goal kick.
That was great possession there in the attacking third. I always love to see a defender get up and get involved in the attack.
And that was a good possession for Lenoir-Rhyne. You're feeling good when you got the broadcasters just, waiting for what's happening next.
Gardner had a great ball in there, too. Near post like that, if the number would have been there, then it's a good ball. You want it at that level.
Oh, pose
Another
up.
good ball.
And a release.
Wow.
Ricochet make it 3-0 Lenoir-Rhyne. What else can you say, Jenna, about this team?
That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted right there. I was hoping we get one more in. And beautiful. And again, you see the frustration from the Catawba Indians right there.
Yeah, I feel really bad for Tomasi right now. He knows it's just been tough. What else can he do? there in goal. Just unlucky. As we show you a replay of that last goal. Once again, a number we didn't get the assist this time, Poza, but started it there for the Bears, playing it into the box, and then Ruiz takes the shot and then gets the ricochet and able to put it back in. So just like that, 3-0 ball game. The Bears are up over the Catawba Indians, 4.5 minutes left to play in this first half.
And we're already seeing that high pressure.
Yeah, this team.
Catawba able to finagle out of that one, though. And that almost looked like a handball to me. And offsides. See, that's got to be frustrating right now is you finally do get the ball up in the attack a little bit, and then you get an offsides call.
Yeah, no rest for the weary here for the Indians. It's just been a commanding lead here for Lenoir-Rhyne, which is going to make it really interesting, Jenna, here in the second half to see what kind of adjustment the Catawba Indians make. Because this match is far from over. We still have a lot of soccer to play.
What
Beautiful
a switch.
ball.
Unlucky touch.
Trying to draw the contact. Ruiz fires another one.
Wow.
Hat trick. Andres Ruiz. Jenna, they say home is where you put your hat at. And Ruiz is at home. Makes it 3 goals for him.
Did you see the celebration?
Beautiful, the dead fish. Flopping around there by Ruiz. 4-0 Lenoir-Rhyne. What a match, Jenna. I mean, we got to get you on more games here for Lenoir-Rhyne. That's what that means.
I feel like that's what's going to happen. You know, I have a strong feeling Jack's going to come talk to me tomorrow morning. Ask me to commentate more often.
And this is just an offensive outburst here by the Bears.
I mean, they came out with a swagger level through the roof, and they're just continuing to just keep that up right now.
So 3:37 remaining.
It's funny because Zooey looked a little bit upset when he thought he didn't get that call. But it ended all right for him.
It's one of those where you just keep playing on. And
here I am saying it was a poor touch, and it led into an assist.
If you can't sell the call, you just got to hope that it works out in your favor, and it did there for Lenoir-Rhyne.
Catawba with their first corner kick of the game.
Now this is the first true test here for Juan Basabi and his defense. Let's see what kind of positioning he puts his defenders in. Looks like he's going to hug that far post.
Catawba tight right now. I'm interested in seeing what kind of runs they're going to make.
They're crowded around that 6. Ball's put up. A header back into the fray, and that one was going to hit the top netting for a goal kick.
Those are always really frustrating to defend when players just bunch up because you just got to make sure you stick with your man, which can be hard to do when there's bodies just intermingling like crazy in the box.
Yeah, and I've seen set pieces before where that's the team's goal is to put a lot of bodies and kind of confuse people, and then hopefully one guy's able to slip through.
Right, just opens up.
So about 2 minutes left here in this first half. Once again, if you're just tuning in, thanks for watching. Here you're watching Lenoir-Rhyne Men's Soccer on Bear Sports Network, presented by NBA Roofing. Lenoir-Rhyne is up 4-0 here over the Catawba Indians.
Good switch right there again, Carlos. Love it when there's a switch through the midfield. Zooey's making a good run right now. Let's see if we can continue to get numbers in the box.
Zooey, ball's bouncing around.
Oh, somebody could just clean that up.
D'Emanuel with an opportunity. He's going to fire from deep. Going to test Tomasi. And Tomasi with a tribal scream there, telling them to get out.
All right, Juan, get back, get back. You don't want to get chipped here.
And Bus.
Well done.
Oh.
Honestly, if I were that player, I would have tried to chip Juan, but thankfully he went with the direct shot.
As Basabi comes up with his first true test, and he's going to pass with flying colors. As we haven't been able to see it, but, talking to Carlos Rubio, the goalkeeper's coach, he said Juan Basabi is technically one of the best keepers he's seen here at Lenoir-Rhyne. Just calm, cool, and collected there on the back line, and we've seen that here today. He hasn't been faced.
1 minute remaining.
So we're under 1 minute left to play here in the first half.
Honestly, if the Bears can just maintain possession for the next 43 seconds entering halftime here, that'd be nice. I wonder what Jack Winter's game plan is coming into the second half. You know, is it to let's keep attacking, boys? Is it to let's maintain? If I were the coach personally and with what's working right now, I would just keep attacking.
Yeah.
You have a little bit of room for if a mistake happens like we almost saw there, but the attacking's working, so why not? Let your players keep scoring. Let them keep getting that confidence level up as we move further into the season.
Zui sees it. 10 seconds there on the clock. Bears trying to make it happen.
Speaking of
fires
the
a
attacking,
curler, and that hits
catches
the pipes.
sidebar.
Oh, my goodness. Zui wanted that one at the buzzer.
The bend on that was beautiful.
That was a pretty curl, and he is left-footed.
He's smiling.
Great put there by Zui, but nevertheless,
Game of inches. It's always a game of inches.
at the end of the first half, Lenoir-Rhyne is up 4-0 here over the Catawba Indians. And we will be back shortly here on Bear Sports Network with second half action.
Our decision as a conference last Thursday to cancel the spring season was not made lightly.
I knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
I love being busy in my garden. I got flowers to plant and beds to clean out. When I was feeling really tired and not like myself, I saw a doctor. Look at me now. The doctors were good, they worked with me, and they laughed with me. I'm back to doing everything I love. I needed a doctor, and I found an expert for my heart.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student-athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student-athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student-athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Celebrate great with Carolina West Wireless. Great new phones and a great customer experience, all on our great nationwide high-speed network. Stop by today and get big savings on select Samsung smartphones, like $350 off the Samsung Galaxy S20 and S20 Plus, and $350 off the Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra. The great savings continue with 4 lines of unlimited data for just $35 a month per line. Celebrate great savings and go stay connected wherever your travels take you.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Everett Chevrolet Buick GMC is ready for another exciting football season. Everett has been a proud sponsor of the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears for 25 years, and we wish the Bears a safe and successful season. And August means it's all systems go for another winning season with the Carolina Panthers. We have a tradition of winning in the Carolinas, and when you want to be a winner in the car, truck, or SUV game, come see the sales and service champions at Everett, because if you didn't get an Everett deal, you dropped the ball, baby. Woo!
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Hickory's hometown jeweler celebrates our hometown teams, college sweethearts. These couples met and fell in love in Hickory and have been together ever since. For the past 38 years, we've helped our clients celebrate a lot of milestones, and stories like these are some of our favorites. Bring your love back to where it all began. Show your college sweetheart the past as you look together to the future, and let us help you start your future here at Oz's Jewelers.
Paramount Kia in Hickory. We want to see you driving a new Kia or, hey, a quality pre-owned Kia. We've got a huge selection of new and pre-owned Kias. You got to get to Paramount Kia in Hickory, Highway 70, ParamountKia.com.
Hickory's hometown jeweler celebrates our hometown teams, college sweethearts. These couples met and fell in love in Hickory and have been together ever since. For the past 38 years, we've helped our clients celebrate a lot of milestones, and stories like these are some of our favorites. Bring your love back to where it all began. Show your college sweetheart the past as you look together to the future, and let us help you start your future here at Oz's Jewelers.
Cordell Harris Insurance Agency, a family-owned and operated business serving the Hickory area since 1981, where we strive to take care of you and your den like family. As an independent insurance agency, we offer a vast spectrum of coverage for your commercial and personal insurance needs with our extensive network of providers. Cordell Harris Insurance Agency is a proud sponsor of Lenoir-Rhyne Athletics. Protect your den with Cordell Harris. Go Bears!
Yes, we are back here on Bear Sports Network, presented by NBA Roofing. If you're just tuning in, you're watching Lenoir-Rhyne men's soccer. Here as they're up over the Catawba Indians 4-0 at halftime. Amada Kaliande, joined by Jenna Beauregard. Jenna, what a first half.
That was the ideal first half. It's a good lead where, like I said, if there's a mistake that for some reason happens, you still have some time, a little bit of leeway, I guess, to get your head back on really fast and get back on the attack. But that's exactly what the Bears wanted. And I'm sure all Jack Winter could say at that break was, "Keep it up, lads," in his perfect English accent that he has.
Well done, lads. Well done. As Lenoir-Rhyne, the boys have been playing with a lot of energy here tonight, and it's probably because they want to have a special recognition to all the LR faculty and staff who have made an impact on the team. And tonight is Faculty Staff Appreciation Night, so they've dedicated this game to the faculty and staff. Once again, we want to give shout-outs to Eric Brandon, the Director of International Special Projects, Dr. Timothy Goldberg, Associate Professor of Mathematics, Director of Mathematics and Computer Science Tutoring Labs, Dr. Jeff Wright, the Professor of Economics, Dr. Tanae Oguz, the Assistant Professor of Economics, Tashara Murphy, the Manager of Joe's Coffee, Larry Waters, Assistant Director of Security, Dr. Douglas Knight, Assistant Professor of Engineering Physics, Brittany Marinelli, Assistant Director of Shuford Center for International Education, Dr. Keith Lighting, Assistant Professor of Health, Exercise, and Sports Science, and Ali Duddick, the Athletic Trainer for men's lacrosse and men's soccer, and then Nelson Murphy, the Vice President of Administration, Finance, and Title IX Hearing Facilitator. Once again, thank you for all that you do for our men's soccer program here. It's Faculty, Staff, and Appreciation Night, and we appreciate you here from inside the booth. So we're about 2 minutes here until we begin the opening second half action. Jenna, what a first game to be here in the booth today. 4-0 here in the first half.
Incredible game. As we see, Josh getting the boys pumped up, warmed up, getting ready for the second half. And I see a number on the field who wasn't a starter, but looks like he's earned that start for the second half. Number 8, Andre Ruiz, who, after you pointed out in that first half, a hat trick. A hat trick.
Yeah, you see a couple of new Bears there. Looks like, I see Alex Cake has checked in the game, as well as Sam Sawyer. And then Ruiz, like you said, hat trick on the first half. Sert Kish has entered as well. So just mixing it up here with the substitutions. And Jenna, I know 4-0 is comfortable in most matches, but there's a lot of soccer left to be played in this one.
100%. Good on Jack Winder for making these subs, though. Like I said, I coached for a little while there before I took on my compliance role, and this is a good opportunity for players that aren't normally starters, players that don't normally get a ton of minutes, get them those minutes, get them some experience. There might be a time where you might need them to come off the bench for you one day because of whatever reason. So this is a great opportunity for them to get their feet wet and get some touch on the ball.
Yep. It's an exciting thing, especially if you're a freshman, as Sam Sawyer is. Looking to check in here for the Bears in a huge spot.
Yeah, get those pre-game jitters off. We might see, I'm going to predict, hopefully I don't get in trouble with this one, might see a missed touch or two, but hopefully if you can just, get that back underneath your feet, get those out of the way quickly, and then just find the stride of it.
We see our boy Ian there from across the way getting the beautiful drone shots of Moretz Sports Complex. Excited to see what those turn out to be here in this one after this game. It looks like Tomasi is still in goal between the pipes there for the Catawba Indians. Let's see what kind of adjustment Catawba brings. I'm looking to see a lot more fire from this Indian squad.
I feel like I see a lot of new players out for Catawba as well.
And
they're going to start off with an immediate long ball on the right side of the pitch, which quickly gets taken over by Lenoir-Rhyne.
And a beautiful ball.
Great flick.
Tiefels there if he wants. But he's going to get called offside.
That was definitely, I think he was, yes. I was hoping the referee missed that one.
But not by much. Possibly just a shoulder.
It was close, yeah.
Now Ruiz playing well here for the Bears. A hat trick for Lenoir-Rhyne.
That's a rough touch right there. Let's see what the Bears can do. Not going to get that call.
And Sam Sawyer putting the pressure on.
Oh, again, just that high pressure. I mean, Catawba's having trouble even just clearing it out of their defensive third.
Going to usher that one out of bounds. Good to see Alex Cake check into the game. Fun fact, Alex and I went to the same high school. Good old Northwest Guilford.
I think all this facial hair is new, too.
Yeah.
I don't remember that from last year.
Cake really growing it out. And the wild man in him re-enter here. Ball played over the top.
Sabi should have plenty of time to get to this one. Just sees it out for a goal kick.
So once again, just thank you for tuning in here today. We would have loved to see you out here at Morris Sports Complex, but we are happy that you're tuning in online and watching us here from your couch. You see that almost picture perfect backdrop there as the sun's starting to set. Sabi gonna take his time here on this delivery.
We're only 2 minutes in so far, but I feel like so far we're seeing the same thing that we've seen from Catawba, where they're just trying to ping balls forward, and they haven't found their rhythm yet. They're not connecting passes.
Cascon now out to Tiefel. He's going to take a heavy touch, and that is heads-up defense.
That's a good tackle right there. Bears throw in, but it gives you time to just reset.
That was Jaime Serrano. Now Cascon on the ball, making the defender.
A little cheeky step over.
And
Catawba goal kick.
Sadly, Cascon was going to fight for that corner. Now Tomasi surveying. He's telling him clear forward as he was about to play that short. We saw the immediate pressure from Tifo and Ruiz.
Yeah, I think he's just ready to play a ball up 50-50. It's more of a pass there.
Yeah, not the right selection there from Tomasi. He wants that one back, I'm sure. And
Ooh,
a dangerous
Gardner,
ball by
yes.
Gardner.
But cleans it up, should work out. Yep, so I'll be able to bring that in.
That is what you call fortuitous there for Lenoir-Rhyne. Could have ended up in a really bad spot.
Good on Gardner, though. You make the mistake. You realize you make it. You work your tail end off to get the ball back.
And that's why that center back role is one of the hardest roles to play here on the pitch. I mean, if you make a mistake, especially early, you can't let that get inside your head.
Right. You're like the goalkeeper in that aspect where, you really have to have your mind right and just be able to put those mistakes behind you and move on to the next.
And Ollie has, been one of those just very sturdy points here for Lenoir-Rhyne. Is a second-year starter here for the Bears. Started every single game last year for Lenoir-Rhyne in that center back role. See a good chain of passes here from the Indians. They're going down the line.
That's a good ball down the line.
And
again, that's what I said has been lacking from Catawba, is taking advantage of the sideline.
And that's one of the first, I guess, succession of passes we see that connected, and they were able to move the ball forward instead of backwards.
Good switch. Let's see it. There it is.
And you see some pressure finally from Catawba. Those backline defenders had free range to roam 10-15 yards the whole match. Nice ball by Cascon.
Oh, unlucky touch there.
Yeah, just heavy touch from Sawyer.
And that's what I mentioned, It's his first couple minutes on the pitch. There might be a missed touch or two. You just got to find your rhythm.
Yeah, let's see how the freshman continues to battle here for Lenoir-Rhyne.
I don't think that people understand how much of an adjustment it is going from high school to college soccer. It's a huge adjustment. It takes time to get there. mistakes are going to happen. It's part of just the maturity of the game and getting there.
And I mean, it's one thing to do that, and there's an errant touch there by Sir Kish to do that, but then also to be able to come from across the water, be an international player,
Right.
and this is a completely different country to you.
It's so different. Jack Winder does a great job. Jack, Josh, Carlos, all those guys do a great job of making these guys feel like they're at home.
Yeah, they really, you can really tell from this team that they have a really big sense of community here in Hickory, and the soccer team is a well-oiled unit.
It's like you see Josh tweeting all the time, great people make great Bears, and they really do try and make sure that they're getting good players, but also great people.
Spot on right there. Kish working around the Cake. Cake takes a touch inside, looking for some help.
I'm not sure if you saw, but Sam and Andres just ran to the same spot there. So those are the little things that you figure out as you go.
Zui looking to play a service in. It's tight. Ruiz is in the area.
Oh.
And that will be a corner kick for Lenoir-Rhyne.
Again, that's the perfect level ball that you want right there, where you can just volley it in. It's a great ball in. Andres was in the right spot, and we've earned a corner.
Yeah, I love those balls, especially when you don't even have to necessarily put effort into ripping the shot. It's just a touch, a redirection.
Foot's just got to be there.
So Zui to take the corners here for Lenoir-Rhyne. Low-driven ball across the 6. And Carlos.
That's going to definitely be a call there.
It's going to get called for the blatant push in the back. And almost heads-up play there by Carlos. I mean, stop the momentum of the Indians. They look like they were about to turn upfield.
Sometimes it's not a bad thing to put a foul in. As long as it's not a nasty foul, you don't think you're going to get, carded, slow down the play, regroup. Especially there in the defensive third.
Mm-hmm.
For Catawba, that's okay. It's a good place to foul.
And especially when it's all up to the referee to let you know if that was too aggressive. Definitely not yielding a yellow card there from Montoya Loba, just trying to stop the action.
Good ball in by Catawba here, but number 10 just kind of seemed to die off of that.
Yeah, Gardner, good job of putting his body in. And Sawyer, young legs, must be real nice right there from number 18. And Tiefel making a run. Tiefel looking to go 1v1. Beautiful move, able to beat the defender, just runs out of space.
Yeah, ran out of real estate there. But again, good job on the Bears. He wasn't alone. He had 3 players in the box with him.
And that's another tough thing when you're a defender as well. Like, right there, you got beat there 1v1, but you're allowed to kind of shield and kind of put your body between the ball and the offensive player and kind of slow them down.
Correct. It's a huge fundamental piece of soccer, is just shielding the ball.
So far, just really good effort here from the Bears' pressure. But it seems like a bigger sense of urgency here from the Indians.
I think they do look better this half than what we saw last half. But again, just Lenoir-Rhyne is still just maintaining that possession. Definitely a higher percentage rate.
Up ahead. And you see some pressure there by Sir Kish. And he's going to draw the foul.
And he was able to draw it because he puts his body in between the other player and the ball. Again, just good defending.
Wasabi.
Look how much space he has.
He's got to be surgical there on that pass. Can't miss
Able
it by
to
much.
turn. Is the switch on?
Nice give and go between Sawyer and Cake.
And this is what you want to see from Sawyer right now. As a young player, you want to see him connect a few passes. This is going to again, build that confidence like we talked about. Get those little jitters out. And who knows what we'll see from him in the next couple of years.
Yeah, exciting future there for number 18. Sawyer, a freshman from Raleigh, North Carolina, via Leesville Road. And Cake, able to defeat the defender, puts a ball across the 6, and no one is there
That's
to
a great
make the
ball in.
finishing
Yeah, just
touch.
nobody there. I mean, that was just gliding right on the 6 line there.
That was a pretty ball there from number 22, Alex Cake. And I think that's another great thing about soccer is that's not a spoiled chance. That's you still have the ball here in the attacking
100%. Let's see. Oh, that's what I was looking for. Oh.
Tiefel, just a little too much on that one as that sails over the crossbar.
That ball is beautiful, though. When you're just able to take it to the end line like that and then play an angled pass right there at the top of the 6, he just need to get his knees over, get his chest over that a little bit, and that would have been a laser bullet to the back of the net.
That's pretty soccer there from the Bears. Fernandez has been no nonsense there. The center back for Lenoir-Rhyne has been playing really good heads-up defense. Tifo looking to settle. Ruiz, cheeky. And Tifo will win the corner for Lenoir-Rhyne.
That was pretty. It's quite skillful there.
Very skillful there from Ruiz. Hey, I mean, when you got a hat trick on the game, you have to have skills.
It's a great run by Tifel as well.
Tifel looking to knock on the door and perhaps get his first goal of the season. Now bring Zui once again for the service. A lot of Bears crowded around that 6. Ball put up far post.
Oh.
Kish in the area. And Sawyer misstep, but able to save that ball. Good hustle by him.
Quick shout out to Max Gamble over there in the corner, taking some awesome shots for us too.
Yeah, Max, one of the photographers here at Lenoir-Rhyne Athletics. Excellent job of taking great shots.
Man of many talents. He does it all.
Does it all for LR. We're super glad to have him.
All right, let's get to this, guys. There you go.
Working it around. Good job. Cake once again there on the wing. Lays it off for Tifel. Tifel keeping it alive.
Can we earn another corner here?
And
we will.
We will. Tifel, once again, like you talked about, shielding has been really huge for Lenoir-Rhyne.
Also, I mean, what number corner kick is this for us?
This is an astounding number. I'll get back to you on that one.
I mean, you got a lot to tally up. That's the thing, though, is we've earned a lot of corner kicks this game. I would love to see us finish one of these.
The set pieces are super key in the game of soccer. Let's see what Lenoir-Rhyne can do. Zui puts it up, far post. It's curling. And almost putting it down is Fernandez looking for that far post.
These angles are killing me. Everything I think from my angle might have a chance. That was better, though. I'm glad to see we got a good head on that one. Not sending it soaring over the goal that time. Just got to get it on goal. We're getting closer.
And a ball played forward by BLB. And Kish just sending it up and away. Sawyer wins the header. And that is veteran leadership right there from Cascall.
Yeah. That's perfect. Just send it back again. Regroup. Maintain your composure. See what Gardner's going to do here. Is it a Tifel?
And Zui just running down that far sideline. Plays the ball up. Sawyer, a heavy touch. Trying to cut back middle. Excuse me, that's Cake. Heavy touch.
Just the quick pressure. And then forcing Catawba to regroup and send it back to their back line.
They're working the ball around. Great pressure there by Ruiz.
My goodness.
And Sawyer able to win the possession here. Back to Sawyer again, pushing.
Keep it.
He's still wheeling and dealing, still with the
Oh
ball
my-
here in the box.
I
Gets
think
pushed
that
from
might
behind.
be something.
And the referee
Wow.
did not look like he was about to point to the spot for a penalty.
Wow.
Very surprised. Whoa. And a card going to be issued. Going to see who it is on. Looked like it was
I think
on
it was to Sam.
Sam Sawyer. Definitely had to have been some kind of verbal
Probably.
foul on Sawyer, which is perfectly understandable when you feel like you draw a penalty.
Super
there.
frustrated after that one for sure. But again, he's just got to get his composure back.
Mm-hmm.
But what a way to carry that ball. Great possession. And again, young freshman, and you've just seen throughout these past 15-plus minutes his confidence go up and up and up. He had that one little touch that he misplayed at the very beginning, but like I said, he's finding his legs. He's getting his legs underneath him, and now he's connected some passes. And, I mean, he just dribbled for, 20 yards there of solid possession with, 3 defenders on him maybe?
Yeah, Sawyer really putting it on there and just looking really crisp there for Lenoir-Rhyne. We're going to give you that corner kick update as Lenoir-Rhyne has 6, Jenna, and Catawba has 1.
6.
So LR has been dominating here in the set pieces. So we're almost here to halfway through the second half.
Ooh, serve.
Served that one up on the platter. That was a great hesitation move there by number 5. Zui getting a little caught up. Sawyer.
Nice little wall pass.
1-2.
Kind of got the ball stuck underneath his feet.
It's tough. You got to play through it. Sawyer, you got a yellow now. You can go forward to.
Again, hopefully this doesn't make their head too big, but look how quickly Lenoir-Rhyne gets back on defense and wins the ball back.
Yeah, they're playing top notch here, and I think that's one of the biggest things Coach Winter really stresses is reaction. Reaction to where the ball goes, what happens on the pitch. It's all about that reaction, and Lenoir-Rhyne has been in tip-top shape in that today.
Now entering for Catawba.
I think this weather helps. Again, beautiful night here.
Number 15, Joe Aller.
Air feels great.
Got some interesting skies in the background. I mean, sun's about to set. And we still got more soccer here in this one, and then we got game 2 of our doubleheader. Make sure you stay tuned. The women's side will play. And that's a pretty through ball. But Sabi.
Offsides there, though.
Coming off his line.
Well done by the Lenoir-Rhyne defense to hold that line, stay together as a unit. Glad to see Basabi's well and not too shaken up after that one.
Yeah. Once again, just doing it's 4-0 Lenoir-Rhyne up over the Catawba Indians. Fernandez with the ball. You know, as I was talking about earlier, talking about Juan Basabe to Carlos Rubio, where he touched on how he was cool, calm, and collected. Almost has a kind of a spidey sense to him where he's able to, just be alert at all times and know when danger's about to happen. And you can tell he's very vocal and calm there on the back line for the goals, for the Bears.
I agree, and that's what you want in a goalkeeper. You want a leader that's willing to talk and keep your team organized. That's the person that's got the best point of view of the entire field. So you need somebody that's back there and talking and is the leader.
And Carles doing about 2 circles there in the midfield, surveying to where his next pass went. Gardner pushing here for LR. Cascal is in the area, but the pass is going to be errant. Ball up.
This is good counterattack opportunity for Catawba. Let's see what they can do here. They're still onside.
And they have numbers.
But numbers, not as many as we do, though. Again, Lenoir-Rhyne, great job of just getting back. I think it was 7v2 there.
Great pressure. And you saw Fernandez kick into a new gear, backtracking to race towards that ball. So a corner opportunity here for the Catawba Indians. So they're looking to
see if they do that bunch up thing again and just run in whatever direction it looks like they're going to.
A lot of Indians really packed there near the penalty marker.
Important to stick with your man when this happens.
Back towards the 18, it's cleared. Bouncing around, and it's onside. The AR doesn't pull up his flag. And Kish able to win that one for LR.
Oof.
Sawyer, got to be careful.
Yeah, he does. Especially with that yellow right now, he's definitely got to be careful.
So now a free kick opportunity for the Indians. Not necessarily a threatening one here from on goal, but who's to say that number 11, Simona Trenton, doesn't have that in his bag.
I mean, I love this kind of free kick. This is what I would have loved as a player in soccer. I took these set pieces, and this is ideal right here. But just no opportunity created.
Just confident hands there by Juan Basabi.
Looks like we might be getting a keeper change here soon, too, for Catawba. As Lenoir-Rhyne just continues to build through the back here.
Looks like that might be Zach Stifler. Looks like 0-0 from across the way. May look to check in
Your
this game.
eyes are amazing.
No,
I thought mine were good, but wow.
I'm seeing figures. There's not necessarily numbers there. I'm just guessing 0-0. All
right, that one's definitely a handball.
Finally called there from the referee. Jen, is it fair to say that I only knew that because there's 2 digits there and the only other keeper is
That's fair.
number 1?
Carlos is upset right now. So he's actually mad we got this call because he sees that we had an attacking opportunity and he almost wished the ref would have let the opportunity occur and not just let that one go.
It's Cake, 1v1. Back to Ruiz. Ruiz looking for Sawyer to kind of open up his hips. Back to Ruiz.
He's going to get there for sure.
Plays it back across and wins the corner for Lenoir-Rhyne.
Number 7, correct?
Number 7 here on the match.
All right, the last one we were able to get a header on that we actually got down and not soaring over the goal. So hopefully this is the one that we get a header on and we find the back of the net. I would love to see that.
Speak it into existence, Jenna. Here we go.
Manifest it right now.
Zui to take the corner. Plays it far post. Header by Fernandez. It's in the area, and that one will go out of bounds.
I mean, at least, we're finding the heads of the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears, which is great. We've got to get that ball on goal.
Number 0, Zach Stifler.
Good job. You got it right.
Hey, 1 for 1 here. I need to talk to Jay-Z about that pay raise.
Good luck.
As that is played in there by Stifler, his first action in the match.
And let's see how we can shield here. Well done. Good, good, good.
And my goodness, I believe that's Azui putting on a clinic there.
Catawba wins the throw. Handball? No.
Very close. Jenna, just touch on, you're a keeper like Stifler now. You're coming in cold. In the middle of this game, you're down 4-0. What are your expectations?
I'm sure they probably warmed him up on the sideline. That's an impossible question. It's
Yeah, it's
a tough game to get thrown into.
I mean, if you were Stifler, you probably would have wanted to maybe to start this game, but I mean, your team trusts you to come in here and not concede any more goals.
Yeah, and I'm sure he's been watching, obviously, so he probably knows that Lenoir-Rhyne's been attacking. He's going to see some shots this game. So hopefully he's ready, and we'll see what happens.
Now, a pass is put up, and offsides. They're on Catawba.
Again, our defensive line is just doing a great job of, even within our own 18 there, of just holding as one, holding that back line.
Yeah, they're sealing very well.
I think we've caught Catawba offsides at least 4 times tonight, which Jack Winter's really got to be proud of his team for that.
Yeah, I wish we could track possession there on Stat Crew and see what the possession is. It's got to be almost closer to 70 here for Lenoir-Rhyne.
We'll have to ask Kim Pate if we can pace him for FIFA-type stats out here.
And Zui making a deep run, gets to the ball, wants to play it across with his right foot, and that one takes a deflection.
I think that's Cascon over there. I almost wish he would have played it back to Cascon so Cascon could have whipped one in.
Gardner surveying. Back to Fernandez, and he's got options.
He's looking for the big switch. He's looking up like he wants to play it.
Fernandez going to take it himself. And a beautiful ball to Tiefel. 1v1 with the keeper.
Oh.
And Tiefel, Seifel able to block it. Now shot ripped by Cascon. Talk about coming in cold.
I guess there's the answer to your impossible question. Like I said, I knew he was going to get some shots here soon, and that was 2 big-time saves.
Zach Stifler has been killing it right now for the Indians, possibly stopping 2 great goal opportunities here for Lenoir-Rhyne. We talk about Fernandez with the vision, pushing the ball here for LR and finding Tiefel there on that run.
Oh, that through ball is beautiful. That's, you want a straight pass, a little bit of an angled run. That's ideal soccer. That's what you look for. That's what you practice. Those are the opportunities you want to create. Beautifully timed run to stay on sides there.
We got a player down on the pitch, trying to see who it is from this distance, and it might be Fernandez.
I think you're right.
There on the far sideline. Let's hope he's all right. Maybe just a cramp, just being a little tired. I mean, he's been moving all over the pitch, and he's going to come to the sideline, and that'll bring in Diego Delgado.
Entering for the Bears, number 14, Diego Delgado. And exiting number 13, Danny Fernandez.
And we are back in action. Looks like we have 17:50 left to play, so just under 18 minutes left to go here.
And we're rolling. Lenoir-Rhyne up 4-0 here over the Catawba Indians.
Lenoir-Rhyne still created opportunities this half. They just haven't been able to find the back of the net. I mean, we just saw 2 phenomenal opportunities there. But, Zach coming up with 2 big-time saves for fresh off the bench.
Yeah, that's tough. And when your number's called upon, you got to answer the call. And 0-0 there for the Indians did just that. Out wide, here to Kish. Ball played forward.
It's offsides. Yeah.
Good call. Looked like he was a good yard off.
For sure. It's the right idea, though, but you just got to time that up better. You can see Cert communicating with Noah right now.
I'd love to see Tiefel really settle into this one. I know he wants that one back, or he's 1v1 with the keeper. That's always tough there when you're 1v1 with the keeper. Maybe afraid that you might get clipped in the back or the keeper might clip your legs.
Stifler, he got a touch on it.
Sawyer up ahead. Tiefel's there. Now Sawyer.
Good
outside
ball in.
a ball. Played in. Stifler once again.
Save.
And Gardner running away with his jersey in his face knows as a defender you don't get many opportunities to try to score.
I don't want to be tough on Gardner, but I'm going to be. He could have hit that ball a little bit harder. I don't think he got full impact that he wanted to on that one.
Yeah, probably
and he
wants
knows it.
back,
Yeah, he definitely wants it back.
Was able to check the Facebook group message of the men's soccer, and they always do a poll to see who will score the first goal here tonight, and a lot of people wanted Gardner to score. He's got a lot of friends and family wants to see the center back for LR score in this one.
I mean, he's getting up there. He's creating opportunities for himself. He's definitely not staying back in his own attacking third.
And that's a pretty ball up to Cascon. Oh, my goodness. This man is a magician. Cascon just keeping that ball on a string.
Finding Cake. Cake's going to whip one in.
A beautiful service there by Cake.
Catawba will just clear it out.
And that'll be a throw in. Looks like it'll be going the other way. Catawba's ball. 15 minutes left to play in this one. Lenoir-Rhyne up 4-0. If you're just tuning in, you're watching Lenoir-Rhyne men's soccer here on Bear Sports Network. Cascon. He's got Tiefel there in open space. Tiefel plays it back for Cake. And that will take a deflection. Ricochet out of bounds for a throw-in for Lenoir-Rhyne.
Cake's quickly going to find Cascon. I think he's going to whip this one in.
Another throw-in from the same exact spot. This is Cascon. Puts on the wonder. Sawyer into the box. He's battling. Lays it across the 6.
Great.
Oh, Tiefel.
He looked like he was there.
Tiefel need there. A shot put up by, I believe that is Ruiz. Just trickles out of bounds. Tiefel backtracking, looking to get into the fray.
Switches on. Catawba's found it. And just numbers just don't seem to be there. It's a lot of difficulty for Catawba to build from the back because of this.
Steps
just
forward.
Great anticipation right there, stepping in and taking that pass.
Kish turning on the Jets, looking to get to this ball. Does a good job to kind of get back to it. And Ruiz leaving his feet to win the challenge. Ruiz beats one player and makes 2 miss. Kish, not normally an offensive player.
Not at all. I think he's our right defender right now, but hey, why not go all the way to the left side of the field?
Out in the attacking third for LR, making it happen. He'll backtrack.
He's recovering now. Said, all right, Carlos, all right, let's switch out.
Sawyer loses that ball, but he's going to look to get it back. And so you got to be smarter. Just tough challenge. Don't want to pick up another yellow. So still working around are the Indians. Looking to strike here on the board. And while Lenoir-Rhyne looking to still keep this clean sheet intact.
I think I see somebody on the bench over there being called in by Carlos.
Some players working around and do my best to kind of see who that is. Looks like that is.
Is it Zui?
Looks like David Zui.
That's what I think it is.
Or I could be wrong because Zui is on the pitch. Could be. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for that one. As we're gonna wait for him to turn around. They're on the far sideline.
Kish over here on the outside. Basabi collecting. We're at just under 12 to play here.
You see the women's soccer team has entered the Moret Sports Complex, and they're making their walk through. And now an opportunity. Tiefel, the Meg.
That's a great ball out.
Zui.
Get numbers in, get
puts
numbers
it up.
in.
Cake there. Plays it back in.
Yeah, I think that was
that's
out.
Yeah. Let's see who this is. Checks in the match.
Now entering for Catawba, number 18, Nico Scheringer, and number 26, Brian Rivera Lopez. And entering for the Bears, number 12, Colton Elias.
Looks like number 12, Colton Alliance, and going to check into the game for Lenoir-Rhyne.
Colton looks like he's a freshman as well. So, again, just just under 11 left here to play. Good opportunity to get, just like Sam earlier, get those touches.
Especially in a big spot like this, a conference match, you're looking to, get your second win of the season here in pod play. Cake just taking his time. Carles, he loves that move, just to circle around and, with patience, just find where he needs to go.
He does a great job with just distribution. He reminds me a lot of this older name, Michael Bradley, that used to play for the U.S. men's national team. Just finding that player, receiving, giving, receiving, giving.
Mm-hmm.
He's great at that.
I'll give you another one. Andre Pirlo just reminds me of a strong midfielder able to find people whenever he wants to, at will. And Pirlo's nickname was the Maestro in the midfield, and Carles is living up to that here for Lenoir-Rhyne. Sawyer. Out wide to Alex Cake. So under 10 minutes left to play in this match. Lenoir-Rhyne is up 4-0 over Catawba.
Another crazy fact is today is what, March 11th, I think? We play Catawba again in less than 2 weeks, which is, it sounds so weird to say that you play the same team twice in a soccer season in the regular season.
Yeah, especially on such a short notice and time in recovery. Would love to see what kind of difference maker playing at Catawba, 1, and 2, the adjustment from this Indians team playing at home is. And now,
what a take. What a
beautiful
take.
pass across the 6.
Oh.
So we wanted that one, and now corner. There's 2 more subs looking to check in.
Number 24, Lewis Moore. And entering for the Bears, number 27, Brian Valadez.
It's Brian Valadez checks in, and then Bryce O'Halloran, another freshman combination there for Lenoir-Rhyne, getting some minutes.
It just shows that Jack Winter's got faith in the team that he's built. He's going to let these young guys get those minutes and get that time in the game.
Ball's put up, threatening. Bounces around Sawyer, looking to get back onto it. O'Halloran looking to switch it.
Well done by Sawyer to contain that and find his player.
And trying to chip it over the top to Brian Valadez is Carles not able to.
Stifler looks to build out of the back.
Now let's see, under 8 minutes left here in this match, what kind of motion and will do the Catawba Indians have left in them? And if you're Lenoir-Rhyne, I mean, why not score another one? That's the question. Why not? Jenna, you pointed out there the chant there from the BSC asking for Ron Weasley.
Number 22, Gavin Neese.
That means they want Christopher Murphy.
I swear I think he's standing up right now on the bench.
To check in the game, they really want him to come onto the pitch and make some noise here for LR.
Shout out to Christopher Murphy. He's in my student athlete advisory committee.
Does a great job with the sack here for LR.
I think they're going to get what they want. I see Mark Murphy over there, Christopher Mark Murphy, lined up at midfield. I think he's going to be checking in. I guess ask and you will receive.
The BSU with that kind of power here tonight. Six minutes left to play.
Kish collecting it in, seeing a long ball that he likes.
Ruiz in space, trying to get a touch.
But again, look at how difficult they make it for Catawba to get out of their own defending third.
Entering for the Bears, Number 21, Christopher Murphy.
As Christopher Murphy gets his number called, and he's into the match for Lenoir-Rhyne. Sawyer looking to open up the field.
It's a good switch.
1v1 there on the outside is Cake. Cake, a nice ball. It's whipping. Ooh, that's a pretty service there by Cake. Once again, just no one there to finish it in.
If Ruiz was a little bit taller, maybe. But yeah, I mean, Cake's had a few of those tonight. Just good service in.
Delgado, a nice feint.
Christopher Murphy with his first touch of the night.
And there you go. Once again, veteran leadership from the junior. Cake settling it down and bringing it back towards Basabi.
Oh, unlucky touch there by Ruiz. Those are the worst when the ball just gets run underneath your foot.
So it's Eliason there on the ball. Nice pass to O'Halloran. He's got some space if he can catch up, and that's going to go out of bounds.
I'll give some props to the Catawba goalkeeper. Good on him. Coming into a game that just seems to be totally out of your control and making some solid saves. Well done. Well done, Stifler.
Valdez is there, and he's going to get called for a foul. A lot of noise coming there from the BSC, looking to support and will on their Bears here in this last 4 minutes of this match. Cake battling there on the far sideline. And that will be a throw-in.
Foul.
Ooh, a foul there. Eliason, some space to run. And trying to go 2v1.
And I'm not sure how that's foul, but all right, we'll take it.
Able to win the call there for LR, and just going to get up and go.
Just under 3 minutes left to go here in the second half.
Nice ball up ahead to Ruiz. Trying to shield. And you see Max Campbell with the great 1-2 touch there on the track.
Again, just a man of many talents. I think that, no, it's going to be a throw-in. Quick short throw-in taken.
And making a move there and drawing the foul. Looks like that is Sam Sawyer, I want to say. It's again very tough to see from this angle. But an interesting free kick here for the Bears. I've always thought these were the toughest kind of free kicks to take when you're parallel with the goal. But also really benefit because you get to whip that ball in as hard as you can and hope it gets a ricochet here.
Could see them playing short, maybe. No,
Delgado makes a run. Up in the air. Sawyer is there. He's got time. 1v1 Sawyer.
See if he can whip one in himself.
Across the 6. Oh, and that looked like a good ball to Kish.
But just right back to Sawyer. Oh.
Valdez, left foot. Cake battling. But Lenoir-Rhyne's going to keep the possession and stay alive. So we're approaching a minute left to play in this match. Lenoir-Rhyne up 4-0 here over the Catawba Indians. You see Sawyer telling O'Halloran just to settle. Kind of let this one dribble out, so to say.
Just a reminder to stick around after this. Our women's team will be taking on Catawba at 7:30.
Under 45 seconds. Delgado coming in hot, trying to clear the ball. And the ref will blow it dead. Says a foul going the other way. Catawba's ball. Free kick opportunity. The ref's going to stop the clock for some reason.
We got to make sure we get that ball off the field.
It's one of those things about college soccer that's different, from professional or even soccer across the pond is clock stopping. Love to just let it play out here.
It's one of my favorite things about soccer games. For the most part, you know when it's going to end.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong. I love those sports. That baseball, softball, love them. But it can be long games sometimes.
Very long games. Ball played over the top. It's in the area. Cleared away there by Sawyer.
I mean, at this point, 15 seconds left in the game. That's all you want to do is just boot it down the field. High, far, wide. Let the clock just go out and take away the 4-0 win.
So here's Sam Fisher counting down there on the other side, and that is the match, folks. Lenoir-Rhyne comes out in this one and takes the W 4-0 here over the Catawba Indians. What a match, Jenna, we witnessed here today.
I would love to see the same thing from our women. We can only hope. Looking forward to that one. But, yeah, Jack Winter's got to be proud of these guys. I mean, that was a beautiful game of soccer.
Such well-played soccer here from the boys. Victor Cascon with the first goal, and then Ruiz with the hat trick. To seal it here in this one, as we're about 30 minutes away from game number 2 of our doubleheader. Thanks for staying tuned here and watching Lenoir-Rhyne Men's Soccer on Bear Sports Network, presented by NBA Roofing. And we'll be back here for game 2 of our doubleheader just shortly. And we are back here on Bears Sports Network, presented by NBA Roofing. Welcome back here for Game 2 of our doubleheader between the visiting Catawba Indians and your Lenoir-Rhyne Bears. Once again, this is Ada Kaliande, joined by Jenna Beauregard. Jenna, Game 2 here, and this matchup should be an exciting one.
I mean, I agree. This is hopefully going to be a great game here. Obviously, I'm a little bit biased towards the Bears. Hopefully, our women can do what our men were able to, but 64 degrees here right now. Just beautiful, beautiful Thursday night under the lights.
Yeah, no better feeling. It should be an exciting matchup as we're under 5 minutes here until opening kickoff in this one. The Catawba Indians come in at 2-0 with wins over Tusculum 1-0 and a win over Wingate 2-0. The Lenoir-Rhyne Bears come in at 2-0-1 here on the season. In their last game, able to knock off Coker. So Bears looking to battle back in this one here, and they're looking to get things rolling. Some very similar teams in this one. They both like to get up and down. This Catawba team, a very physical team. There's been 3+ goals combined in this matchup every single time. Between both sides since 2014, so I have the feeling that this is going to be a high-scoring affair. It's just a matter of who's going to settle down and lock down defensively when it matters.
I totally agree with you. So, like you just stated, Catawba's got that win against Wingate that we unfortunately weren't able to pull out as we drew with them, so this would be a huge win for us if we could just continue to find our way towards the top of that strange bracket-type setup that we have this year.
Yeah, it's a strange sort of say pod play is a little different there for Lenoir. They used to playing, the whole conference, but nevertheless, they're going to have to battle back and really embrace it here. Catawba picked 4th in the SAC preseason poll, while Lenoir picked 2nd. Player to circle here for the Indians is number 22, Katie Beck. She was the defensive player of the year last year. Had 4 goals on the season, and this Catawba Indians team only allowed 0.85 goals against, so very stout defensively. And watching this matchup here last year on the road at Catawba, the Indians were able to come up with the win 4-3. So I mean, like I said, very high scoring affair. Just a matter of who is going to settle down defensively when it matters.
I got the opportunity to play Catawba a few times when I was playing in college, and I don't know why, but playing at Catawba, for some reason, is just always difficult. Mm-hmm. Always. So it's, we're lucky we're here at home tonight, so hopefully we can take advantage of that, have a good game in front of this home crowd here. Nice little crowd we have going, spectators showing up for our women Bears here, and again, hopefully we can just find the back of the net early and keep that lead going.
So let's see if the Bears can take advantage of Sierra Davis, who's usually been the starter for the Indians. She has 8 saves and 2 clean sheets on the season. And for the Bears, it literally could be anyone on this pitch to score for Lenoir-Rhyne. Definitely well more balanced attack here on the year than last year. The majority of your goals coming from Hannah Van Eerden, Axa Moostak, Abby McGarrell. Yeah, just a lot more depth here on this Bears team as they were able to replace that really good senior class from last year. Steph Figueredo, what else can we say about her? It's tied for 2nd in goals in the conference with 3. And just from the both of us, we know we're so excited to see her back on the pitch.
I love Steph. I get to work on several different committees with her, and she's just a phenomenal young woman. And it's been awesome to see her having success coming off that injury. She just really took that unfortunate thing that happened to her, and she turned it around, and she's coming back strong.
Yeah, excited for her to get to play here in front of the home faithful once again. And Ali Zuger tied for 1st in assists with 3 on the season. And that's one of the things I talked about with Coach Higgins, is that it could be anyone on this team that scores. They're really well depth throughout the whole level. I mean, we just talked about Zuger and Steph Figueredo. But if Zuger is being locked down, you have Rosie Weaver there on the other side, someone who we haven't called on, who's just itching and knocking on the door to score. She just needs one to go in for her. Nev Dustin, who was 2nd on this team in goals last year. So, I mean, looking for her to kind of step up here in this one. And like I said, this Bears team from top to bottom is just stout.
The list goes on and on.
Yeah.
I mean, Alicia Cruez, Amanda McFarland,
Maddie Kyle.
We're
just keep
reacting. Let's just keep listening.
Just keep naming players. Someone we haven't talked about, Grayson Cameron, who has stepped up big time in goal for Lenoir-Rhyne. And we'll see if she gets the start here for the Bears. So we're awaiting starters from both sides.
Yeah, that definitely worked out nicely for Gary to be able to get a D1 transfer like that just wants to happen to come back home.
Exactly. So we're awaiting starters. Let me see. So we're still awaiting starters here for both sides. Got any bold predictions in this game? Maybe who's going to score the first goal?
I would love to see Steph, score that first goal. She's playing that point forward position, and she's just been goal hungry lately. So I could see Steph. Zuger is always a super, super fun player to watch. So dynamic.
Very good 1v1. Yeah. Excited to watch this team play. Like I said, we said top to bottom, just all around great players, and even better people. So we're getting ready to watch them roll. It looks like the usual stars for Lenoir-Rhyne. I see Louise Berg, Ina Milena Sarah, Rhea Acton, Grayson Cameron, Amanda McFarland, Maddie Kyle, Rosie Weaver, Ali Zuger, Stephanie Figueredo.
I was talking with Carrie earlier, and she said it's basically the same starting lineup for Coker, except for Grayson is going to be starting in goal.
Lexi Weaver, yeah.
You know what? I'm going to throw Nev in there, too. I would love to see Nev get a goal. She was our BCA, so our Bears Choice Awards female freshman of the year last year, our newcomer of the year. So Nev is also a very dynamic, just physical player.
Yeah. Nev, when she's on the ball, she can create chances, and she's a very aggressive player there for the Bears.
Her set pieces aren't too bad either.
Top notch. Getting the stars red from the Sam Fisher on the other side, and we're getting ready to roll here. Once again, thanks for staying tuned and tuning in here tonight. This is game 2 of our doubleheader, Lenoir-Rhyne women's soccer on the pitch, and they're ready to go.
I think one thing we will be seeing is a physical game. I think this is going to be just a physical matchup. There's going to be a lot of good battles tonight.
Number 23, Ali Zuger. Number 25, Maddie Kyle. And a goalkeeper, number 1, Grayson Cameron. The Bears are coached by Gary Higgins, Carrie Maxwell, Carlos Rubio, and Rachel Fisher.
Side in this one, though. Talking to Coach Higgins, he's itching at the bit. He's ready to go. Ready to get rolling here in front of the home faithful. Once again, some names to circle there for the Indians. Number 22, Katie Beck. Number 10, Giovanna Sanchez. And then as well as number 25, Maddie Capel.
Looks like Catawba is going to have the kickoff here. So they play the last little bit of pump-up music, and we are going to be underway.
Let's get rolling. Game 2. Exciting things about to happen.
And Catawba just sends it to this right side of the field to start off, trying to send to the right side of the field, and Grayson Cameron's just going to collect that in her own box.
It's a bold strat there from the Indians, maybe just to kind of get into that defensive pressure early.
All right, let's see how Lenoir-Rhyne builds out of their back here.
And Coach Higgins talked about, starting a freshman at center back and basically almost a freshman there, Ina Molina-Serra. They made mistakes in the Wingate game, but the thing is about when you're playing that position is composure, and they kept their composure throughout the rest of that matchup. And you see Alicia on the ball. Love watching Cruz play here for this Bears squad. She is really stepping up into this new role. She was a center back last year for this team, but now is in that kind of CDM role, and she's loving it.
I believe she was also elected captain, so I think she's one of the captains for this women's team.
I believe it's her and Maddie Kyle for the Bears. They've really brought that veteran leadership to this squad.
It's also a crazy thought that we could potentially see her next year with all the craziness of just seasons back, extra semesters.
And Berg able to usher that ball out of bounds, and an opportunity here for the Indians with the first corner kick of the match.
And this is where Cameron just needs to step up, be vocal, make sure her players are marking up. Lenoir-Rhyne just needs to clear this one out, regain possession.
Make sure you find number 10 as well as 22 here. You see 22 there right on the 6 being guarded by McFarland.
Looks like the player that Zuger's guarding has a little bit of a head over Zuger, so.
Ball's up, it's bouncing around, and Cruz.
Good clearance.
Excuse me, that was Acton. Now Reaver out in some space.
Weaver in her jets right there.
Second level by Weaver, a heavy touch.
I think she'll get there. Oh, unlucky.
Just a tad bit unlucky. Not able to get to it, but that looked like a good momentum forward there from the Bears.
You're right. She just took a heavy touch, but she's got some jets on her, some speed. I'd love to see more of that tonight.
Yeah, if speed kills, Lenoir-Rhyne is, mass murderers. They're wanted across the country because this team has got speed.
Even Kara Gavigan, I don't think she started, but
Kara Gavigan.
Gary told me he thinks that she's one of the fastest players he's ever coached.
She might be the fastest player I've ever seen in person. Zuger, a nice ball.
Great ball in.
And
good save there by the keeper.
Talk about Kara Gavigan. Joined the track team just because she wanted to. Ran the 400, second fastest time on the team.
Why not?
Just speed for days for this Lenoir-Rhyne team.
Love the fact that Gary's all about that too, and just giving her that opportunity and let her be a dual sport athlete. All right, corner kick in.
Ball's put up.
Lofted right at the top of the 6 there.
McFarland looking to settle. Acton getting in the fray. Kyle takes a touch, and that's one of those things you called on. Marking very key, and this Catawba team is going to play physical.
They always have. That's never changed. So I think Lenoir-Rhyne's just got to match that physicality tonight.
Zuger there on the far sideline. Kyle winning the ball. See if LR chooses to kind of switch this one. Is Nev Dustin kind of surveying.
It's a good opportunity to switch the ball right here. Just keep on swinging it. There it is.
So Acton really wants it there on the near sideline. Nice pass to Weaver.
Good touch. Good ball off.
And Acton. And that's great pressure there by Catawba. And number 12, Kylie Vilsek. Dustin keeping the ball alive, still running with it.
We're only 5 minutes in, but this is already that battle of a game that I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's gonna be one for the ages. Both sides. Like I said, this is I know the girls might say that Wingate is a more true rival, but this Catawba team has been playing super competitive with LR in the last couple of years, and it's starting to feel like a rivalry.
And like you said, Catawba's what, 2-0 in their bracket right now, their
Yeah.
pod, so we'd love to take that away from them.
Cruis plays the ball forward, looking for Steph.
McFarland there to break that up.
And Zuger looking to get back towards it, and that ball will just be ushered out of bounds.
That's good pressure, though, by Zuger. Because the only option she really gave that player was to play it out of bounds and to earn the throw-in.
Kyle there on the far sideline. Zuger takes a touch outside, cuts it back. Oh,
This is that dynamic stuff from Zuger that I just
Nice
absolutely
ball back
love
in.
seeing.
Dynamic is a great word to describe Ali Zuger as Weaver bumped, and they'll get the foul.
Weaver did a great job to keep that ball in there and keep that alive. And this is one of those things where it's similar to a corner, but the angle that you're getting here with this free kick is much better than what you're going to be getting in the corner.
And I mean, Zuger, just the ability to beat someone 1v1 every single time is so clutch for Coach Higgins to have on his squad.
That cut is just her bread and butter right there. She's so great at just really selling that cut. And, I mean, her left foot is phenomenal as well.
It's Dustin looking to curl one across a low-driven ball, and she'll be awarded a corner kick.
Nev's going to want that one back, though. I bet you if I go ask her tomorrow, she's going to say she wants that one back.
Hey, but, I mean, when you score 2 Olympicos against North Georgia last year.
That was unreal.
I mean, this might be what you wanted.
Maybe this is what she wanted. Here, give me the corner all day.
Nev now looking to place it in.
Oh, she shook that off nicely.
Dustin curling one, and it's going to be going the other way. Violation there on Lenoir-Rhyne. Looks like it was offsides. So that one's put forward. Lewisburg playing a little high there, the center back.
It's a good flick on by Catawba, but then just possession gained by the Bears and just some quick touches in, and Zuger's speeding down the line over there.
Yeah, I would love to.
Unfortunately, couldn't get that one.
Time Ali Zuger and Kara Galligan and see their 40 time, because it's got to be blazing fast for the Bears.
Looks like we have a player down for Catawba. Yeah, I agree with you, though. The speed that is on this team is just absolutely incredible.
It's unbelievable and
very hard to defend. And when you find that through ball just right and you make the correct run and it's just on with this speed, there's no stopping it.
It's crazy to think even that someone like Ali Zuger may have gotten faster in the time off, which is kind of crazy to think about.
All that quarantine time alone, maybe she just used the whole time just working on her sprints.
So we're awaiting the hurt player for Catawba to see if they're all right. Once again, just a good show here in numbers and support here for LR. And
in this huddle, I'm seeing Grayson Cameron looks like she's the one that's just stepping up and showing her leadership of, I mean, like I said, graduate transfer. We got lucky with her.
Captain on the team.
Yeah, just seeing her stepping up. And again, that goalkeeper's got the best point of view where they can see the whole field. She's letting her teammates know, this is what I'm seeing. This is where we should be attacking with the ball right now. This is what we need to do better.
And that looks like number 2, I want to say.
That's what I'm seeing as well.
For Catawba. Let's hope she's all right. Looks like Sarah Bissett.
Let's see who Catawba will be sending in. Looks like it's number 10.
Number 10 is Giovanna Sanchez. She was someone we circled here in this matchup. Had 3 assists and 7 goals last year for this team in this first team preseason for the Indians coming off the bench.
3 assists and 7 goals is not a bad season.
Weaver See some immediate pressure. Just going to let that one go out of bounds.
Again, Weaver collects. Looks like Acton earns another throw.
Acton is someone who's really stepped up for this team. Coach Higgins talked about how she has just grown and flourishes as a developmental player for Lenoir-Rhyne. Dangerous pass by Sarah, and wow, that could have been something there for Catawba.
100%. Thankfully, that Catawba player just took a very heavy touch. We got lucky right there, but that's that young defensive line that, you know, again, these jitters that we talk about when you're a young player, you got to get them out now. Hopefully you can shake that mistake off and not make the same one again.
Yeah, I mean, Sarah's in that spot where, you know, last year you saw Cruis and Olivia Thomas, two veterans of this team, playing that center back role. Sarah, the sophomore, and a freshman in Lewisburg taking the helm now. And they've done a pretty top-notch job this season.
I mean, the SAC has some great soccer schools. Think about it. LMU is the team that knocked us out of the tournament last year when we were playing for the conference, championship. And we were able to come back, take them down this year.
I mean, there's some great, excellent teams. Wingate, Carson Newman, who's been a perennial powerhouse in the last 5-6 years. SAC is no joke in terms of women's soccer. So that ball goes out of bounds for a Indians throw-in on the far sideline. Once again, thanks for tuning in here today. Still a 0-0 match here between Lenoir-Rhyne and the Catawba Indians. As Figueredo coming back to challenge.
That's one of those tough calls because it looks like you're just running side by side with the player and your feet just happen to get a little bit tangled up, but the ref is going to make that call all day.
And it's just also just great to see Steph running with no fear and just full, heart and passion and belief there from number 7.
I think she's fully embraced, as she calls it, the bionic leg. I've seen her post a few Instagram posts where she has just claimed it. And, I mean, that's what you've got to do. You can't let it be a setback anymore. You just got to keep playing through it.
His ball is put out wide. Figueredo looking to challenge. Put back in play. And you call it very physical there in the front. Attacking. Ball's played in across. And Cameron comes off her line to scoop it up.
It's well done by Grayson to confidently come off that line.
See Berg looking for somebody. Finally finds Dustin. Now Kyle pushing forward. Good job by McFarland to kind of shield the defender off. Now she's got to win this ball. And Acton tripped up. It's going to be going the other way, and that's always a tough one. Contact without the ball.
If we could at some point tonight see a solid switch, just a change of attack, Weaver's got space over here.
Yeah,
so if we could find that, that'd be amazing to see, and just see Weaver just take one with her.
Yeah, if she can open up the whole width of the field, is looking to do just that, Acton. Now, if they can find Zuger, she is by her lonesome. She wants it there on the far sideline.
The switch is on from either perspective. It's harder to find than you think. When you're a fan, it always seems so easy, but when you're in there on the actual pitch itself, it's much more difficult. But, look at Zuger right now. If they can make it happen. Oh, I thought it was on there for a second. I saw her look up.
And Cruis trying to find. And Cruis will switch it back to Weaver. Weaver 1v1, lays it off for Acton.
It's a good layoff there. Weaver going to pick it back up here.
Going
inside
across
the 18.
The 6.
Zuger's there.
Still there, plays it back across.
I think Weaver will get to this, and hopefully she can find Acton. There it is.
Back and forth we go. Acton makes one miss. And good defense.
That's
shielding.
very good defense.
As Acton gets the foul call. like we said, these teams, although they may put up the front, probably do not like each other in the sense that these games are always close.
Always. That's where that physicality is going to come in. See who wins this 50-50 ball.
Cruz there, the answer. Acton plays the ball forward. There's Katie Beck, last year's Defensive Player of the Year for Catawba. And a heads-up play there by Colby Beaker, snagging that one under the tent. Jenna, like I said, Lenoir-Rhyne just breeds athletes.
100%.
Different breed. And that one will be a throw-in on the other side.
I also love seeing how involved Gary Higgins gets in these games. I feel like we probably won't see him in his chair too much tonight.
Yeah, he's very active and vocal. I mean, both head coaches already saw Jack Winter last match, and when something's not going his way, you can audibly hear him from here through the headset, and he'll let you know how to fix it.
As Catawba attempts to play a ball down the left sideline there. It wasn't a bad ball. Thankfully, we were just able to get to it first, playing it back to Cameron. She's got time. Now she's got less time.
An errant pass by Cameron. Now Dustin looking to sit down and play defense.
I wish she would have gotten rid of that ball a little bit early.
And Weaver just going to usher that one out of bounds for the goal kick. So far in this one, it's been back and forth. No team has really had the complete edge, and both teams have been threatening offensively.
I think the biggest opportunity we saw was that Zuger earlier that had that shot.
Yeah, looked like a service played in the box, but it whipped right to that corner. And
Catawba's going to win this ball, trying to play it in, but thankfully Lenoir-Rhyne collects. But right back to that Catawba defense. This is where you want to somebody needs to settle the ball here.
Weaver trying to win it. We got to be careful there on the edge. See that little rail put up on the track. Players have got to realize they don't got that same room that they did before. Acton over the Weaver. Nice give and go, just a little too much for Steph.
It's creative, though. They're putting the right thing together. They just need to connect those passes. The idea is there, just the actual execution's not quite yet.
So that last initial touch has been the issue here for Lenoir-Rhyne. And Melina Serra trying to edge that ball. And I think she might have touched it.
Oh, she did not, thankfully.
Close. Good shielding there from Melina Serra. Cameron sending it forward. Probably didn't get enough on it, what she wanted to.
It had a weird bounce coming to her. You couldn't really see it, but it was a slightly strange bounce.
Figueredo battling. Ball put up. And Kyle is going to usher that one out of bounds.
I think the possession in this game so far has just been so 50-50.
It's been split.
It's very opposite of what we saw in the last game that we just commentated. But, again, this is what we predicted for this game, was that it was going to be a battle.
Yeah, it's going to be a battle coming down the wire here in this one. I have a feeling it's going to be a high-scoring affair. It's just a matter of once they see one go in, it's like blood in the water, and we're going to see a lot of goals here today. The ball put across, and right at Cameron, she will easily grab
It's a good idea. Good to find Weaver right there. Weaver, get there. She will. Oh, unlucky touch.
And the foul.
In our direction, looks like.
Will be called on Sanchez, and really in disbelief if you hear her audibly say, "Are you serious?" That's one of the things I eventually would love to be able to do, like the pros, mic up these players. Some of them would have some interesting dialogue.
Dangerous game. I don't know if we could let that feed be live.
As the Indians are able to control and hold this one deep into the back line.
I'd love to see some just possession. I'd love to see us string together a couple passes, and maybe I just spoke it into existence because that was a nice 2 passes right there. Love to see Weaver win the corner. I should just keep talking these things into existence. That's what I need to keep doing.
We'd love to see a goal here.
All right, we'd love to see a goal here.
It's Nev Dustin will probably look to take this corner.
That's where the Bears are going to be successful, though. And, I mean, that's where they were successful when I played them back in college is when they are just pinging the ball and connecting, they're unstoppable.
Yeah, they, once again, really good chemistry from the squad, just like the men's team. It's Dustin looking to play this one in. She's got to be careful of that track. Whips one. Deep, just put a little too much on that one.
A little too much weight. I think ideally if we could see Nev hitting the top of the 6 right there, that'd be perfect. It looks like that's where we had a lot of players sitting, a lot of players running in.
Putting some high pressure there. Steph looking to get in the fray. Ball
it's a good ball
switched.
Out. Weaver did a great job of shutting out the right defender there, so they were able to find their midfielder. That was a good ball out.
Looping through ball. Berg, the header. And Cameron will settle it down for Lenoir-Rhyne.
It's well done. Collect it there. Wow, what a punt.
Nice ball by Cameron. Up ahead to Weaver.
The second ball right there. Well done by Mac.
Acton going to look to settle. Got some space. Megs right to Dustin. Dustin takes a bump.
Way to find Weaver there. Let's get some runs in the box potentially.
Another Meg, and yeah, you're always going to get called for that next contact.
It's a little bit, she kind of extended her arms, but I think that's Sanchez, what I want to say. So took a little bit of a fall.
So almost halfway through the first half, and we're still knotted up at 0 apiece. Ball played up ahead, and Berg she gets onto this one, played out wide to Kyle.
It's well done by Berg right there. She positioned herself very well, where even if there was a flick on, she was going to be ready to win that ball.
And Acton's open for a switch if Berg can open up her hips.
Yeah, you see it. It's there. They just got to find it.
Yeah, it's easier said than done, like you said. And Dustin battling, a lot of contact. Referee says to play on, and now attack for the Indians. And a deflection there by Kyle.
Lenoir-Rhyne doing a good job to get back, though. From what I could see, it looked like everyone was marked up. 15 may have had a run-in where she was unmarked, but for the most part, the Bears did a good job of getting back and getting goal side.
Looks like that might be Sanchez, number 10, to play this ball in. Or, excuse me, not Sanchez. Well, we'll wait on confirmation. Once again, it's hard to see. Ball played in.
It's a good ball in right there. At this point, yeah, just boot it out.
Nice job by Figueredo with the left to clear it out of bounds. The Indians are still threatening.
Ball back in. More than likely just going to boot it. There it is.
Flicked on. It's still
in the area. They had a player there.
Figueredo wins that header. A nice turn inside, and
yeah, they're going to call that.
Going to get called for the foul.
This is where you just need to shake it off, face the ball, get back, make sure you're marking up a man.
And that was a good move there by Sharon Mays, able to cut inside. Now a set piece opportunity here for the Catawba Indians.
Again, just so important to just get goal side, mark up, stay goal side, stay with your mark.
Sydney Jimu Looks to place it in. That's a nice ball in the
Good
area.
ball in. Well done.
Cameron
well
with the
done by
big
Cameron.
punch to clear that ball. Going airborne there for Lenoir-Rhyne.
Showing her authority and why she is our starting goalkeeper for this game.
Yeah, I would really hoping Dom or Ian got that shot of Cameron going full Superman.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet. That was a great ball in by Catawba right there.
That was a really good ball. It's enough to where it's not totally in the possession of the opposition, but it's a great 50-50 ball.
It's enough to where you make your keeper have to do that.
Exactly.
Nev attempting to give it a little flick on here to Figueredo.
And a lot of contact, and Staff will win the throw-in for Lenoir-Rhyne.
Weir's going to lay it off to Acton. See where Acton goes with this throw.
Right into Weaver. Weaver looking to turn, maybe drop it off to Acton. Melina Serra battling.
Still in. Oh, that was a close one. I thought that ball was still on the white paint.
So Rosie is just in disbelief. And Dustin looking to
there.
attack.
Nev's going to take full advantage of that.
Dustin, some space.
All
She
right,
gets
let's
tackled
call
from
that,
behind. And the referee falling down on the pitch.
I think that might be a little bit of karma because I thought that was a foul for sure.
100% of a foul. And he's going to hear from the BSC.
Again, though, that's sports for you. Sometimes you don't get it. Yep, he's hearing it right now.
Ball played in the box, dangerous. And that'll be a goal kick.
Looks like the Catawba player's down. Number 4. Just collecting herself.
And number 29, Kara Gavigan.
So that's Helen Summerall down for the Indians. As you see, Scarlett Kelly and Kara Gavigan have checked into the game.
Quick side note. Well, did Nev just go out?
I believe that's Weaver.
Yeah, she did. Dang it.
And
Well,
Dustin.
Nev and Scarlett are our hosts for this year's Bears Choice Awards. We have that to look forward to later this spring.
Just a funny duo.
They're characters. They're awesome together.
Great people. Great players on the pitch. Kelly in her last game able to score a just beautiful header off the assist, I believe, from Carmichael. A pretty header inside the box.
Yeah, Scarlett's definitely a player that'll compete for those 50-50 balls. Very aggressive in the air.
And
Acton's going to collect, and Zuger's there, and she's
my
got
gosh.
space. What can we
Green
do with this?
pastures here for Zuger.
Let's turn on the Jets, Allie. There it is.
And you
Again with the cut, I told you. She just sells that
stomping
all day.
on a dime
beautiful
and
switch.
Beautiful switch by Zuger. Now another speedster on the other side, and Gavigan.
And I believe that is going to be a corner for us. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. Zuger, again, dynamic. And that was a beautiful ball. I think it was by Acton to find her there, and there's just green field in front of you. Have at it, Ali Zuger.
Zuger just so quick in space, and then I made the comment watching her play at Coker. She was literally running circles around defenders, just so quick in space. And it looks like Figueredo to play this one in for the Bears. A short ball.
Low driven. See if we can create something out of it, though. Plays it back out to Steph. Will she whip it back in?
Working it around. Now back to Steph. There's a good chance.
I think this is where she'll whip it back in.
Nice.
Oh,
oh my goodness.
It just skims right in front of the goal line there, right in front of the goal.
Kelly almost ricocheted that one back in. She knows she wants that one back.
This is the momentum we need to build off of, though. We've had a few good string of passes these last couple of minutes. This is what we need to keep building off of. If you can find this high energy and keep it up, I think we could find it in the back of the net here soon.
Errant pass there by the Indians. Acton in some space. Now over to Zuger.
Unlucky. She won it back,
cheeky.
though. She could win a foul here if she can. Oh, that's unlucky.
And you know she's going to battle back for defense. The Indians are now looking to push. McFarland in the fray. Sarah's going to have to get on her horse here.
Catawba playing a great ball of their own.
Sarah wins the challenge.
And finding Zuger, and again, Zuger with the green pasture, take it.
And a great switch by Zuger. If Figueredo, the
there
Meg.
You go, Steph.
It's working here for the Bears.
If she could find this pass outside. It's on. There it is. She found it.
Gavigan there by herself.
Get numbers into the box would be beautiful right here.
The Cowries coming in for the Bears across to Kelly at the 6. And just flat away, but the Bears are knocking on the door.
We are building right now.
They're building.
I'm sure Coach Higgins is very, very excited to see this. In fact, all 3 of the coaches are just out of their chairs right now.
Bears are working in this one. They're knocking on the door. Let's see how the Indians answer back.
Scarlett facing up right now. The ball's on her left foot.
Kelly trying to go 1v2. Just a little pressure. Bears have got to get back.
Slow down the counterattack. Get back, like you said.
Kyle racing towards it. Good
well done.
Marking by Maddie Kyle.
And that's a good ball by Cruz just to play it back there.
I mean, Coach Higgins lost an All-American in Christina Shimshock, and Maddie Kyle has been able to play that Christina Shimshock role, a kind of outside back, able to push forward if needed. And that's just awesome to think about that. You lost a really good player in that, and Kyle has stepped up big time for the Bears.
That's the perfect situation. What just happened is you can go from facing your own goal to be able to turn the ball around, and now you're going the other way as a defender with someone on your back. That's impressive.
Kyle to throw it in there on the far sideline. So we're still scoreless here in this match. 0 apiece. About 15 minutes remaining here in the first half.
The past, 7 minutes have been great for the Bears, though. They've built some great opportunities. I'd love to see Zuger just keep doing her thing. She looks like she's just got a spark lit underneath her right now, and she's ready to go.
Yeah, Zuger is a spark plug, a catalyst for this Bears team. And
catalyst. That was a good one. Pulling out the chemistry words right now.
Yeah, just really good combination here for Lenoir-Rhyne, and all across the board, they have just been dynamic this year. I mean, that's what made them so fun to watch last year.
Cruz over the ball right now?
Yeah. Nice ball up ahead.
I mean, that free kick right there just pushed us up another 40, 50 yards. Love to see us again create something here in this attacking third.
Kyle trying to switch it across. It gets intercepted.
I saw what she saw. It's tough to play the ball into the middle. It's very tough.
There's Giovanna Sanchez.
Zuger's doing a good job of getting back, though.
Looking to play it forward. And Kyle, that's heads up. Just send it out. Don't worry about it.
Sometimes that's what you got to do.
Entering for the Indians, number 13, Maddie Capel.
This is Maddie Capel. Checks into the game for the first time. Second team preseason nomination. Nice touch by Kelly.
Yeah, able to control that.
Let's see Kara work here on the far sideline.
Jeez. Okay, yeah, you're right about the Jets.
Speed kills. And Kara Gavigan's a straight killer out there on the other side. It's crazy to see how fast she is. And I think it's even a different kind of speed than Ali Zuger, who we see. So we see the ref stop.
Zuger's
play.
A bit on the shorter side.
Yeah.
I'd have to say. So Gavigan has those long strides as we can see, but Zuger's just got fast twitch fibers like no other.
Yeah, I feel like Ali is very quick with the ball in her hands as opposed to, excuse me, not in her hands.
At her feet.
On her feet.
Right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, God, what you were throwing down there.
At her feet, and then Kara, on the other hand, can just put a ball out and go get it before anyone else does.
Right. See if the Bears can contain them here. It's the same thing for Catawba. The switch is on. It's just seems like the teams haven't been finding it a lot tonight.
See the BSC in numbers now.
I think they have a group of 30, 40 strong.
They're loving it right now. This is
that Lenoir-Rhyne home team advantage.
Yeah.
If you're the opposing team, it's not fun to play against Lenoir-Rhyne.
Especially when they're jeering on you for making mistakes out on the pitch. And a strong win.
That was a great tackle by Cruz. And look, here's the switch. Steph's going to hold it. She's going to hold it.
Nice.
Zuger's going to take over. Oh.
As Steph continue to go out wide. And that ball will go out of bounds. Once again, Lenoir-Rhyne possession.
I think Steph knows she should have laid that off a little bit earlier. I know her personally. She's been working on self-talk. So, again, she just got to, Steph, it's all right. You made a little mistake. Keep going. Keep your head in the game.
Ball bouncing around. There's some space there. And McFarland.
Yeah, Mac's going to come up with this one. But, unfortunately, nobody there to touch it to, but intercepts it again. And Catawba takes a wonky touch, and looks like Kelly's going to add some pressure there.
That's Beck there. Katie Beck for the Indians.
It's good pressure to close off that passing lane on the sideline right there.
Nice
Catawba's going to go
top.
deep. Cameron should be able to just collect this one easily. It always makes me nervous when a goalkeeper collects with their feet. She did fine, but it's still just something about it.
So we're under 11 minutes left to play. Still a 0-0 game.
Acton wanted it. Let's see how her first touch is. Not too bad. And we're going to earn the throw. Good run by Scarlett Kelly in. Nice little step over.
And Acton gets bumped off the ball on a no call.
Yeah.
That was a lot of contact there for a no call.
Amazingly, I'm going to agree with that one.
Really?
Amazingly, yeah.
Now we'll be going.
Lenoir-Rhyne throwing over by our own bench here. Is that Maddie Kyle that's taking it?
I believe it is. I'm going to play it in here for the Bears. Kyle putting the pressure. Still going Lenoir-Rhyne's favor. Deep throw in.
Jeez, Figueredo can throw.
Gavigan putting some pressure. That will just be cleared.
She'll go out for another throw in here.
I believe that's Sierra Davis in goal. She's done a really good job of kind of settling this team down there in that back spot.
We're just under 10 to play now. And again, Audie, like we said, this has just been a battle. We're all notched up. There honestly hasn't been a ton of chances yet.
No, it's just been both teams kind of sitting in this kind of middle ground space trying to push forward.
I'd have to say a lot of this game has been played in the middle of the field.
Mm-hmm.
The Bears, around 25 minutes or so, created a few opportunities. But since then, it's just been such an evenly matched game.
It has. I believe that is number 24, Aiden Vaughn, checking into the game for the Indians. An opportunity for Catawba to switch it across.
It's well done to find that switch.
But
again, Zuger just putting on the Jets in the slide tackle and sending that one out of bounds so that the Bears have some time to recollect.
Yeah, they must not watch film if you're going to take a heavy touch.
Not around Zuger.
And challenge Zuger like that. So you're either going to get cleared out or she's going to get to the ball first.
I think she wears her shorts like that so that she can slide even further. That's my concept.
More aerodynamic, would you say?
Exactly.
And that'll be a goal kick for Lenoir-Rhyne.
It's good defending by Mac there. Just not letting that player turn around and getting it to where she just sends it out for a goal kick.
Cameron telling her team to push forward. Out to Acton. Sarah, turnover. And now a chance for Catawba. Sarah's got to backtrack. And good job by Acton to help out. And you see that in the Wingate game where Sarah didn't play the ball well and gave up a penalty for Lenoir-Rhyne. So glad to see the sophomore really stepping up and learning from her past mistakes.
100%. That was super unfortunate to give away a PK that early like that. Like we didn't wing it. Thankfully, we were able to answer with a free kick of our own that game.
And if Steph can put some pressure, Kelly, I'd love to see her hold her line there. If they can get a turnover, Kelly is going to be 1v1. Good flick on by Sarah.
Acting good to win that there. And Zuger on the line. And this is where Zuger just dominates. She knows how to play this line so well.
1v1 is Zuger. Cuts it back. Gets dispossessed, but she best believes she's going to be back in the play.
Well done. Mac just, again, positioning her body just so well to get in between the ball and the player there and just win back possession for the Bears.
And Katie Beck showing why she is the reigning defensive player of the year, just sending that one away.
Honestly, this ball might not go out, and it didn't. Well done by Acton just to stay on that touch line, creating the best possible passing lane. And the switch is on.
And Gavigan is calling for the ball. And
that is unlucky.
Kyle not able to get to it.
That's what the Bears want to be finding, though, right there, because Kyle just had space beyond space right there.
Still working it around. Still scoreless.
See what Kelly does here.
Figueredo in space. Takes it back to middle.
And I think that was good on Steph because Zuger had players with her. So instead, give it to Acton, who had a little bit of space in front of her.
Tough touch there. Zuger seems to be all right. Getting a throw in here for Lenoir-Rhyne.
Let's see who makes a run.
Acton.
Zuger back to Acton.
Heavy touch inside, and Sanchez once again studs up on the challenge, but able to win it there for the Indians.
Guess the referee thought she got enough ball there. Oh, it's always the worst when the ball just somehow seems to slip through.
And McFarland looking to backtrack. Zuger's there.
Oh, Zuger, great job just to recover that.
Great double team there.
Alicia's got time. She puts her head up and
Woo,
finds the
a
long
pretty
ball.
ball to
Acton is
Acton.
on and has space.
Acton 1v1. Takes the heavy touch inside. And that one will just be cleared out of bounds.
For a throw in. That was a beautiful ball by Cruz. And well done by Acton to stay on there.
Cruz has really accepted that CDM role. The captain has just elevated her game to another level.
Scarlett Kelly making a run in. Looks like she'll be able to turn. Plays it back to Amanda McFarland.
Good turn by McFarland, looking for some help. Zuger there.
Zuger's on.
1v1. Lays it back for Kelly, and she's offside.
Oh. So we're approaching 3 minutes left to play here in the first half. Still
knotted up at 0 apiece.
Cruz, just misjudged that one.
And Sarah, good job of cutting off.
Collecting that.
The Indians forward.
Intercepted, though.
Now Acton racing forward. Kelly putting some pressure on now. Ooh, looked like Acton could
That was
put
a great ball right there by Catawba.
Back across the 6.
All right, again, this is where, that's unfortunate. That would have been a great counterattack opportunity. Zuger's just got to shake that one off and just get the next one.
She knows she wants that one back. And there'll be a goal kick for Lenoir-Rhyne.
You can hear just the fans in the crowd right now just pumping Zuger up, reminding her just let that one go, get the next one, stay in the game, stay encouraged. Again, the Lenoir-Rhyne faithful, just our fans are incredible.
Yeah, on to the next play. It's a next play mentality. You can't be afraid to make a mistake. You got to learn from it. And that looked like a handball. Gonna let it go. Acton now pushing forward. Into Kelly. And
just, again, a little bit of miscommunication.
A tad late on that pass.
We're at 1:30 left to go in this first half of just what's been an absolute battle, especially in this midfield area.
Still working. Kyle trying to play tight defense there. That'll be awarded to the Catawba Indians. So as we approach a minute left to play here in the first half, will anyone put one on the board here before halftime? And offsides will be called.
Let's see if Lenoir-Rhyne can take this fairly quickly and then somehow try and string something together here quickly. I'm sure this is when Allie would just love to have a ball just placed right in front of her somehow.
If Cameron's got a leg on her, might be able to get it to her if a bad bounce happens. Might go over the top. And Sarah, good job of settling.
Yeah, with 15 seconds left, all you want to do for the Bears right now is you just want to get the ball and basically just boot it away.
Catawba an opportunity, and that will be the half, folks. Is 0-0 apiece here at halftime between Lenoir-Rhyne and the Catawba Indians, and we will be back here on Bear Sports Network with second half action.
Our decision as a conference last Thursday to cancel the spring season was not made lightly.